Hey, we're live.
It's live.
It begins
Heroes
again.
dead.
Hello,
Everyone
hello.
weep for him.
Welcome to the 8th episode of the Gunpla Test Team. My name is Reed. You probably know me in chat as Ham, and I am your ever so gracious host today.
I'm Joe. In Discord, I'm Oz. Hello.
Heroes vanished, so Neon here, finally making appearance in the flesh.
The Wraith himself comes out of the shadows.
You just can't call someone a wraith.
Yes, he can, because it's
how
true.
soulless he looks.
He comes out of the shadows to greet me on my deathbed.
Neon is the great worm, Seath, the scaleless.
I was thinking more, do you know in Devil May Cry 5, those ghosts that come out of the window to grab you? I'm like that, except I emerge to grab your Gunpla and take it away.
Oh my Neon trigger. Oh my god.
Very good.
Rip the tape off your Gunpla and the paint with it.
Oh.
Introduce yourself, you Hispanic bum.
Jose, aka and the hero is, and I was just popping some pills in the background.
Recreational drug use. What a great...
This podcast has everything.
Just a couple perks to keep them right for the 2 hours.
Keep myself going through the podcast. That's how we
You've got to use something to get through the next 2 hours.
2, it might be 4, depending on what we find.
Oh god. Right. Well.
Wait, 1 second. That is nobody. I don't think they're finding the link. 1 second.
No, it's on there. People are in.
Are they?
Yeah, it's just not been put in announcements. I'll do that now.
Okay, gotcha.
You move on to news. Not that there's
All
much of
right,
it.
kids, boys and girls and gals, people that don't build and people that do build. It's time
More
for
of the latter than the former.
boys and girls. It's time for news, and today's news starts off very special. It's something that we've all pretty much figured was going to happen pretty sooner rather than later. But what's happening? Oh no!
Neon, what is that behind you in the window?
It's called Britain.
What? Where?
You don't think
This?
the eyes look through your window?
This?
It's called Britain.
It's called a window.
How can you have your back to a window like that in Britain?
That's creepy. I would never have.
That's
my
where the ghosts are.
He is a ghost. He can't be scared
There
of
you
his
go.
own.
Exactly. That's where the ghosts are. That's the only reason why I live there.
in New Londo ruins.
That's weird. Why is it?
The submerged city.
Oh, okay. That's why. I'm stupid. Leave me alone. All right. First on the list, the Silver Bullet Suppressor announced like not even 2 days ago, like last night. No, night before.
Announced 2 months ago.
Yeah, I guess that's technically... Damn, that really is the only render they gave us, huh?
Well, we
Just
got that one image from the show, from the hobby show.
Let's see if I can find it.
The announcements.
Yo, what? That's not P Bandai? Silver Bullet in Titans colors.
Nice. Regular release. Oh, reading the comments on Gundam Kit's collection is enough to make your head explode.
It's almost as bad as reading them on Steam, honestly.
It's awful. Always awful.
But this boy right here is very nice. I'm pretty happy with it. It was just confirmed. We kind of knew it was coming. Like, they showed it off. It was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be here. That's fine. It's nice that it's just officially here. And it's like, how much is it? Oh, damn, it's almost $30. That's a lot.
No, oh god, it is.
Yeah.
Why is it so expensive?
Yeah.
That's nearly as much as mine Gundam. Mind you, I suppose it is big.
It's gonna be like $32 here. Fuck that.
Maybe because of the extra arms?
That seems a lot of money for
What extra arms?
It has the extra arms on the back.
Does it?
Gustav is almost 30. But he's
So
a boy.
basically here, the gimmick of this suit is that because the beam magnum cripples the arm of whatever fires it, it fires a shot, chucks the hand away into space, then plugs in a new arm. I think that's great. I think that's fantastic.
I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it's so stupid too. Like, why would you do
Yeah,
that?
it's great.
Why would you design your suit like that? Why not just design a gun that it could actually use?
Why would you design your Nero like that?
No,
Oh my god, it all makes sense. The silver bullet suppressor is just Nero. It all falls into place.
Gotta let it out. Gotta let it out.
Bang, bang, bang. Pull my
oh
hero
my gun trigger.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so that's coming out. I think this will be. I mean, it'll be a good kit because the silver bullet and the Dovin Wolf are good kits.
I think they've dramatically upgraded the articulation as well. If you have a look at the joints.
Ooh, that's great. Listen, I'm all about that. And it looks like they upgraded the beam magnum too because that's a different colored piece of plastic now.
Yeah,
That's the thing that I do like about these CG images. They do let you see where part separation is, which is good.
So I'm kind of excited. I'm definitely going to get one. Don't know what I'll do with it. But
yeah, I'll probably get one too, regardless of the price.
Yeah, I have. Now can you hear the rain?
yes.
Thought you might. I'll put it on the other side actually. If that's any better.
That was sudden. That was like
I can hear the souls going past you.
suddenly rain. Nobody's in chat. Wow. I'm lonely.
No.
All right. Next.
We've got 8 people in there. It's okay.
No one wants to see this anymore.
The GM cold districts or cold climate or air conditioner type.
One cold boy.
He's very cold. He's never once been warm in his whole life.
I'm very excited for this.
I think it's such a shame that these kits have ended up as P Bandai because I love the idea of having like a full gym line in master grade. This kit needed a master grade. The high grade is so poor.
I think it's
Even
amazing for $8.
Amazing is a bit much. You get an IBO kit for $8.
Like 2
A
of
lot
them.
more for $8 and cold.
No one wants a high Curie.
I do. I love the Yakari.
I can use one.
I've got 2 of them. Anyway, cold district types. Nice design. Glad 080 is getting some more attention. Let's get the master grade high goggin next.
We'll be dead by the time that happens.
Oh, master grade Rick Dong 2. I would love to see that.
That's on my stream. Jeez.
Yes, please.
All right.
Next.
One that I didn't really see coming. This is for me. This is a really weird one.
This is a bizarre one.
Man use type like that.
I've never heard of this thing, and I really like the Gun Easy.
It's an MSV, right?
It is an MSV.
That's weird. It's just not the kind of thing I would have thought they'd do.
So you want to know the really weird thing about this? It's identical except for the colours, obviously, to the regular release, but it has a visor.
Oh, so it has
That's the only difference.
Eyes?
It doesn't have eyes. It has a visor.
Okay. What the fuck did you get it? All right.
It's because it does actually have line art. Let me find it.
I don't like any of that late UC stuff.
Is it too small for your taste?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
How are my mic levels, by the way, guys? Can you hear me over the jam for outside?
It's getting a little harder as the typhoon increases.
Yeah,
better?
And the amount of souls it shoots behind him. Oh, the rain.
There's a soulnado behind him.
Don't you talk about a soulnado. Right, so that's the land Gun Easy. Interested, I guess. I think the colours are nice.
I like those colors.
I like the desert colour.
Good desert boy. Good desert child.
Mm-hmm.
Sato says, I can't hear Neon over the ghosts and tea whirlpool outside his window.
Listen, all right. Those
Tea
ghosts are real
whirlpool.
loud.
Is that what you spice your tea with, Neon? Ghosts?
The souls of the innocent.
Tea time
that's-
is very important because that's how he sustains.
Energy. Motivation.
That's how he keeps his skin so clear, pale.
All
One
right.
iridescent boy.
Next. Oh wait, why is this up? Oh, it's because I was looking at it.
Yeah.
We're here, so we're talking about it.
Oh, not again. We did this last podcast.
That's okay.
It's
Mr.
fine.
Gentai himself
It's
emailed
so
me
close.
this morning and told
That's
me
right.
that it's coming.
It comes out this week. First batch comes out this week. I'm really excited about it because I love the rifle and I love the shield and the rest
I
of it.
really like that rifle. Like,
It's-
that is one of my
I
favorite
wish we came
rifles
with two
ever.
shields, though.
It's so cool. I love it so much. It's like this for me is like we're getting into the nitty gritty of what I love about AOZ. So I'm really happy to see a lot of this stuff finally pop up. and
How
get-
far into AOZ do you think they're going to get?
I think the best we might get is like a KHAR 2. I think that's the best we'll get because the rifle and the shield exist now. That's probably the best we'll get.
The one that I did the resin kit of for you?
Yeah. My hope on this, I would love to get like the Heisenthale.
I like that one.
I would love to get that. Like if we got the Heisenthale, I'd be really happy about that. But I will.
I think that might be stretching it, though.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think it'll happen. I think it's too much.
That's too much new stuff to make for them.
It would be a brand new kit. It would be a brand new kit, basically.
So, Ham, here's my question. Why have I never heard of this thing before the kit?
What thing?
Because you're a
we-
fake fan and you don't
Hazel
like
too.
ownership now.
Oh, because it's just not. It's not that really. It's not particularly put out there. It's just one of those. It's one of the many forms the Woundwort takes, like at first, because it's like it's got the Hyzak 2, the Kaplant 2, the Hyru 2, the Hazel 2, et cetera, and this is one of them. And there's really not much going on with it, you know.
They just gave a new gun and another shield booster.
Right.
Also,
and this.
For those of you who are, that's cool. That's a cool gimmick. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I
The
love
leg
it.
mounted guns.
The whole mobile armor mode, I think, is fantastic.
For those of you who are as hype as I am about it, Gentai Kits has it in pre-order right now for 3,600 yen, and it should arrive
Ooh.
by May.
It's not bad.
I will put a link in the chat.
Listen,
Hey.
like I said, I'm good. I already got Futu on my shit.
Yeah.
I got mine.
I had him on it as soon as it was announced.
Yeah, I think we literally both asked him. We were like, "Yo, Fuji, can you get us that? Like, you got us the Woundwort? Because that's how I got a Woundwort for like $30."
Yeah, I think the three that I got were only like 90 to 100 for the three.
Yeah. It was
Speaking of Futu in chat,
Futu is my dealer. Whenever I need anything, I go to Futu and I go, "Hey, can you find me this?" And 9 times out of 10, he will find me exactly what I'm looking for on some backwater Japanese site from some dude.
Just
selling
don't
out
ask him
sticks.
what he had to do to get it.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, you know. Gunplay ain't easy.
Easy life.
All right, moving on from the Woundwort, we're gonna move into some new. I guess they're not new, but better looks.
hang on, we've missed something. What have we missed that's coming out?
30-minute missions.
No one cares about.
No one
Actually, I
cares
think they're okay.
They're
They're
alright.
fine.
They're like off-brand IBO suits.
Yeah, they're off-brand Sheevens.
They're like off-brand. What you call it? Like frame arms. It's like
Yeah, that's it.
frame arms.
Yeah. So ugly.
Oh, we
They're
have
alright.
missed everyone's favorite Exia Repair Free.
No one cares.
Oh,
Who the fuck Exia repair story?
Here.
So I'm going to give you some lore on the Exia Repair Free.
I'm not
So the big gun it has. So in the thing it appears in, which I think is P. No, it's not. It's 00V. One of them. The point of that gun is to shoot a laser beam over a factory making super soldier children, and the beam contains GN particles that have Setsuna's thoughts in them, and it rains down the thoughts onto the children to tell them to evacuate.
Wow, that is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Are you shitting me?
There's wars, a holy
Like, are you
war.
serious? You made that up, right?
No, it actually does that.
The feelings gun.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, it never actually shoots anything with that rifle.
That is terrible. That is the
It's
worst.
not great.
I actually liked it before I heard that. I like that it has like a fold-out gimmick weapon for its other arm.
Yeah,
Kinda
The
makes
rifle
sense.
is nice. The rifle is nice.
Nothing.
I don't like that it uses the clear sensor. I hate the clear parts in later 00 kits. I think that clear GN blade is horrific.
I'm way more excited for the Graham Gundam.
Oh, repair.
Full body recoil. I love it.
Actually, you know who? What repair 4 reminds me of? Reminds me of Nero.
Oh my
You know,
god.
with the arm, he's got like that
Yeah,
weird
can we
NACA
get a
arm.
counter on screen for how many Devil May Cry references we make this podcast?
Yo, who?
Gotta let it out. Gotta let it out.
Who's watching the podcast on the podcast?
I am. You frozen.
I always like
completely
the
static.
podcast. It's so weird because it says we have no participants, but
Gotta let it out. Gotta let it out.
Did we lose Ham?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
he's just marveling at the feeling gun.
The feeling gun. I like it.
All right, no more feeling guns. It's time for new designs. Let go. First off, let's address him. Look at him.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Look, Gray's boy.
Wait,
He's-
we're not. Oh, we're talking about the line art now.
Look how
Look at
ugly it is.
strong.
I got really excited. I thought we were getting
Oh.
it as a kit finally.
My
Oh,
boy.
hell no.
My child. My
Beautiful,
favorite.
helpful, reloads the Danes left so they can kill all the orphans.
Has a little I don't think it's got line art for it, but it's got like a little like a tomahawk hatchet thing, like a stubby one that's about that big.
Sato, you need to make a Gray's custom, like a vassal or a what's the word I'm looking for?
a knight.
The knight's pitch
A
boy.
page?
No,
Yeah, a page.
squire. That's it. You need to make a squire Gundam to carry all your chimerous weapons
The weapons
That's
and the
indeed.
standard.
because he's a helpful boy.
Now
He
you
is.
don't see this. It's just the spinner roadie.
And
I
Arodi.
love you, Spinnerody.
Goodbye,
Oh,
spinner roadie.
No, bring him back.
Bring him back.
Yeah, bring him back.
That's a good
Look
one.
at him. Look at him.
It's a good boy.
He's great.
Yeah,
I love the Spinnerody.
I wish he got more shine.
In that scene where Naze is like falling in love, he's actually falling in love with the spinner roadie,
That makes sense.
not the woman inside.
And now,
Something about your phrasing of that was very funny to me. This is what's he called? Shuva's
it
Schwalb
is-
Greys.
yeah.
I love the thrusters on this. The triple thruster. That's such a nice alternative to a cross thruster, which I think has been done a few too many times
Yeah.
in Gundam by this point. But that triple booster is fantastic.
I don't know what you're talking
A
about.
weird like wave,
Oh, that, yeah.
but it's better than the cross. I agree.
I just noticed its feet are still blue.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
weird.
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe that's an error.
They forgot to Photoshop the feet. Now, the most.
Now we're into the proper thing.
Oh, what the fuck? What?
Also, one thing to mention before we move off from the Schwalb Greys. Have you seen its weapons?
No.
No.
They're gun blades. It has
yeah.
handheld like revolvers that are knives.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I love it.
They're all in
It
the
is
trash.
good.
Whatever.
Not last, but certainly not least.
It's
The
the Enzo.
Oh, Enzo's sick.
I'm
Enzo is fantastic.
I'm a big fan of this.
You know, someone pointed out on Twitter to me the other day. You know what the thing on the top of the head looks like?
What?
You know, a soap dispenser when you push it down and soap comes out.
Oh my god. He dispenses soap.
So,
One press for all your cleaning needs.
no, but I think this is a fantastic design.
So would it be then?
And then let's look at his butt.
I really like every aspect of it, and apart from the feet, I think once again we've gone into weird IBO feet syndrome. Oh, actually, they look fine
I
from the
like
back.
everything about it. Looks great.
I love the shotgun. I don't know what the triple launcher thing on the shoulder is.
They look like
Nine Slave.
yeah, they look like mini pile launchers almost.
You know, in fact, you know what they look like? You know, in End of Evangelion, when Asuka's Evo 2 has like those spike launchers?
Yeah.
Looks like chunky versions of those.
Yeah. Well, you see, look right here. It looks like it's on like a sub arm or something.
Hmm.
Oh, it just lifts up.
Oh, God, that is a subarm. Ugh. Take it away. I don't like that subarm. I really don't like the subarms that are just like, you know what I mean? Like just a block.
Yeah. But yeah, the Enzo is really nice. The Enzo is great. We'll never get a kit of it, but it's great.
I think we might. I think it might happen.
It depends on how good the gacha game is.
Yeah,
I may fund it personally.
It's going to take over games, won't it? It'll be in there for more than 10 seconds because it's a JPEG game.
Fate or Final Fantasy.
Ugh.
God. I only hear fucking Sly talk about how much he wants to fuck Saber so much before I leave that channel.
Well,
anymore.
If he was here, he'd be able to deny that, but he's not. So it must.
So
be
it
true.
is true.
No,
Yeah, it is true.
You think he wouldn't just be like, "Yeah, I'd fuck Saber so much"?
No, he'd try to be like, "No, I
has
see that."
He has full-size body pillows of her, but also because he accidentally rolls off the bed in the middle of the night, so they prop him up.
So
It's
Saber
practical and efficient. Also, Sword in chat says, spindly subarm, a low-key IBO syndrome. Yes, it is, and I hate it. I think it's one of the worst things about the Chimera Svidar. I hate those subarms on like the
holding up the big shields.
On like because what's that meant to do? You whack it and it just fly off into the distance. I think they look so bad.
That's like the Lupus Rex ones.
Yeah, they're okay, but
they're
that's why I give Fundable a like a pass for its subarms because I really don't like the Build Fighters ones and I don't like the IBO ones. But with Thunderbolt, they look like actual arms that are holding stuff. So,
all right. Next, last but not least for news today, we have discovered, thanks to Joe, the new Gundam Cafe menu.
I've not seen this.
I missed that image.
And honestly, it's delightful. So first up, the Amuro, I want to win against that person. Blue drink with ice cream on top.
Why is it blue?
Curacao. It's like a sweetener that they put in a lot of liquors. It's blue Curacao.
I know, but of all the colors they could anyway.
Because it can't be red.
Yeah,
because he wants to win against that person.
I personally enjoy Anguish of a Young Leader.
Yeah, the bright Noah.
That feels like me.
I just got an email from the Gooch himself, and he wants us to remind all our listeners that all of these drinks are non-alcoholic.
Oh. I mean, what's the point?
Right. If I'm
Close
not
the tab.
How does the Anguish of a Young Leader have no alcohol in it?
Have the most alcohol in it.
Bright used to love milk chocolatey Ovaltine.
I can imagine that being true.
Is that what
Can you not imagine on the desk, on like the deck of White Base, and they've just finished like a really intense battle, sun's setting outside, the clouds are coming in, and Bright sits in his chair, he just has a full glass of milk.
Mirai, get me another Ovaltine.
And then, of course,
hard battle sounds awful.
of course, Kai from weakling to a soldier.
Oh, that's clever.
From weakling to borderline terrorist who almost gets everybody on White Base killed to a soldier.
From one who didn't get court-martialed.
He felt like leaving for a couple episodes and bringing back a spy.
Tinker Soldier, Sailor Kai.
Oh, wow. I don't think anyone else is going to get that reference.
They should. What is Ryu's?
Farewell, It is.
It's chocolate milk.
Oh no!
It's a milkshake. Look at it.
No, it's because he's Brazilian. Oh God!
His Brazilian name is Ryu.
No, he is. He actually is.
Yeah.
I also like how they use a knockoff Oreo.
Yeah.
We
And
have
of course,
ones in the
the very best
in the UK is like the most well known knockoff Oreo. It's called a Borneo.
That's amazing. What's the cream filling made of?
I don't want to know.
Oh, what knockoff cream filling is that?
The Borneo.
And
The
this
Slugger is my favorite.
a man's way of life.
Classy. I like Slugger. I'm reading Origin manga, and it reminded me how much I like Slugger. He's cool.
I liked Slugger, and then I liked him even more when they put him in Build Fighters because he had even less reason to hit women. But in this child show, it was okay.
How do you feel about them making him a non-alcoholic drink, though?
Not happy.
There's
Not
room
happy.
at the top of that glass. That's all I'll say.
There's a lot of room in that glass.
They only have to serve it to him, non-alcoholic.
I want a core fighter to come and drop this down onto my table.
So by
Hopefully the Ryu one never makes it to the table.
or a woman dressed like a core fighter.
And then like a big spike flies out of a wall into her.
Yes, waiter, I would like a farewell comrade. And then they just throw it at the table from the bar.
A tank's about to shoot you, and then the farewell comrade swoops in and saves you.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
We can talk about it because it's like 30 years old.
Yes.
30, 40.
Yeah, it's 40, isn't it? Oh dear. Only final thing you missed is that we got line art for Gundam Marcosius from the IBO project.
Oh no, who the what?
The Marcosius.
Oh, the main one.
It's got some weird nickname that I can't pronounce, but it is called Marcosius.
Have you noticed that the narrative CPAX looks amazing anytime anyone paints it?
No.
Can you say
I'm not
that?
talking about narrative CPAC. It
really?
makes me sad.
That looks amazing when you paint it.
No, it doesn't. It still looks like a skeleton.
It doesn't
of a
look
new
like
Gundam.
salmon
Whoa,
fillets
there's a cat
anymore.
outside.
It
This is important.
Guys, look.
What?
There's a cat out there.
Oh,
Let him in. It's raining.
let him inside, Neon.
Let him in.
Goodbye.
He runs.
amazing. What an amazing podcast.
What a good boy.
Goodbye, my friend. I don't like you here.
Everybody put F in chat for that cat.
So
It'll
now
die tonight, and it's my fault.
you've all made it hard on me because
You've killed that cat, Neon.
you
Good.
made it hard for me because nobody else has done anything in the last month between this and the last podcast. So nobody else has anything.
I've brought my whips to the channel.
Oh,
I
that's
will
right.
show what I'm working on.
All right.
I have things I am repainting. That's
Okay.
it.
So I'm just gonna start off on me, so I can get off my face, so I can put my beautiful face back on screen. and we can enjoy my dulcet tones for longer.
I made a glowing hula hoop.
Too bad nobody can see that, Joe. It's all focused on me right now.
No.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
show them the
We can
hoop.
see it. We can see the hula hoop. No
It
one
is
else.
for the stream.
There it is.
The stream doesn't care. But look
Well,
at
the
it.
stream can't see you because you're still on web image.
I know. I'm not showing my face. I'm showing my thing.
Oh no!
You might want to specify.
It's the big black thing.
Again, please specify.
Listen, it's a real treat. Look at it. Tell me you love me.
It does look very good. It's very, very good.
I need the validation.
It looks. I thought it was going to be too wide. I don't think it's too wide.
Too wide? Never.
Yeah.
He could be wider. the size of a football field.
I don't think it's that great. I think it's kind of ugly.
Oh wow.
Wow.
You should throw it in acetone and try again.
Guess what? Ice is coming to your house right now. Oh my god. All right. Is my face back? No, my face still. Oh, there's my face.
You switched the stream off.
Did you?
Oh no. No, we're okay.
Oh my god.
You go.
Neon is the worst.
It came up saying the stream is no longer broadcasting.
All right.
That was no longer broadcasting, not the stream.
Anyway, let's continue.
All right. Who wants to go next?
No one, because no one has anything.
I'll go next if you want.
Okay. Neon
Okay.
focus time.
Neon built that
Off
cat.
screen, I'm bringing over my box.
Neon
So-
Ghost Illusion.
So let's start with this one. This one is one for UCRP. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking of upgrading to this. So this one I started probably a year ago and just been like occasionally adding stuff to it.
Here we go.
That's how it do. So it's got Bawu Shield at the top, Jabera Tetra. This is from the 90s Jabera Tetra
Looks
kit.
good for that. Shit.
It's nice.
I actually
Um,
like the size of that one more than the new one.
Yeah, it's chunky. Shoulders from the Marasai. Head is the 1980s R Jar Jar kit. I don't know if you can see it, but there has been a lot of resculpting on that to get it into any kind of decency. It still needs a horn, and it needs a new backpack because I don't really like the backpack.
Yes, it's very ugly.
That track. Put it on there. You know what it is.
But yeah, I think it needs some like one extra weapon. I was thinking maybe giving it. Oh, also it's got Doven Wolf feet.
Ooh, I like those feet on that.
Yeah, actually, that looks pretty good.
They're sanded down, so they now look like the Gundam Mark V's. But yeah, I think it might need like maybe an incom pack or something on the back. Maybe, I don't know. Other one which I hadn't done anything on for a while, but I thought I'd show it off. Except now the head's fallen off. So I'd got the Graze Repair. This is another one for RP, which is now crumbling in my hands. So this has got like a spindly little repair arm, and it's meant to be like sort of mechanically just chucked it together. So it has got the bazooka from the Girazulu, I think. And this is like it's chucked from Piece of the Grimgird and Form 6. So yeah, aside from that, the shield is from the Daghai Iris kit, which is from F91.
Stop making stuff up.
I like this little shield. It's a good shape.
The only thing is that arm looks like it can barely hold up that shield.
Yeah, it can't.
A bunch of pieces of steel welded together.
I think that's meant to be the intention of it, but we'll see. Anyway, final one is for the
My favorite.
GNX.
Yeah,
I don't know what this thing is called yet, but I put quite a lot of work into this one last. God, was it last summer? I think.
Yeah.
Quite a long
The
time ago.
GNX bad touch.
So he's got the high gog arms going on. I don't know how much detail you'll be able to see on this, but
Oh,
there we go.
camera.
So it's got like a faceplate added onto the Scharfrichter head, And then it's also got on the top is a track which a mono eye can sit on. So there's a few things going on with it. And the faceplate is just made out of milliput, so it's really brittle. But aside from that, that's my whips.
Welcome
great.
to the stream, Nicholas, you handsome devil.
He's very handsome. In fact, so handsome, I would say I might be gay for him. The jury's still out on that one, though. Anybody else with whips? No whips.
I thought you were going to say, is anybody else gay for Nick?
That too. That too. Anybody else gay for Nicholas?
I don't know. Maybe secretly, but I don't want to be just another one of the crowd, you know? One of those.
The look down at the end of that sentence sealed it.
Listen, he's moving in on my turf.
Oh, what? You mean the Italian?
Yeah.
But he's an authentic Italian. Like, you're the one moving in on his turf, if anything.
Nick's on a ship. He can move where he wants.
Nick is the new Italian dandy of BFS.
You abandoned your Italian name to become ours.
I want Fellini's graceful entrance to appear every time Nick logs in.
And it also plays when I come in, but it's a kazoo version. Someone in chat make that happen, please.
Kazoo is too good. It has to be like the recorder version.
Was over?
My theme song is Fellini's Graceful Assault, played by third grade recorder class.
I was going to say Fellini's graceful fall down the stairs.
Ouch.
Oh my god.
Right, well, that's that then, I think.
I have butterscotch blondie black tea. Very good.
That is disgraceful.
It's good.
What kind of tea is that?
It's black tea.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. What's the bit before it?
Blondie?
Yeah, that's like... For God's sake. That's not tea.
It's delicious.
I can feel the offense coming off of Neon right now.
That's cake water.
You're not making it worse. And then I spit took on myself because cake water is the funniest thing.
Right, it's a real thing. So in Manchester, in some parts of Manchester, if you're having a chip tea, so you guys would call them fries, you have chips and peas. So chips are your fries and peas are the peas. And in some parts of the country, you would have what's called, I think it's called pea-wet. And pea-wet is the water that the peas sit in, and a chippy will sell it to you, and you pour it over the chips.
That
You
sounds
pour
disgusting.
pea water all over your chips, and then you eat them.
No, okay, so I know chips are fries, but what is peas?
But peas, like regular peas.
Peas, like green peas.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you
What
actually did pea water. That's amazing.
What flavor could that add to
Pea.
fry for French fries?
Nothing. I thought
Even soggy.
the chip buddy was the worst thing I had ever heard of from Britain. That
Chip
takes
butties are delicious, to be fair.
but a chip buddy is literally it's fucking French fries on a buttered roll.
There's like
French fries on a buttered roll.
They're
There's
delicious.
a chef. There was a chef in a dark kitchen with one coworker one time, and they were making peas, and he's like, "Save that water. We could use that."
Do something with that. We don't have to. That's an untapped potential right there.
Chef, this is terrible. We're out of ketchup.
Burning out the pea
Now's the
water.
time.
He bathes in the pea water.
To become stronger.
But it also gives it that slight spicy scent.
The starch revitalizes his bones.
Well, we'll get to talking about bones later, but for now, I
Yes.
think we should move on to our design splurge for the month.
Yes, and the design splurge this episode is on Kunio Okawara, aka the godfather of mecha anime.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the man who designed the RX-78.
Yes, he designed literally the first like 9 series, basically. Like the first 9 Gundam series are all him.
He did a lot.
He's done
A lot of stuff in Zeta was collaborated on, but when it comes to the original 0079 suits, he has a big influence on them.
Yeah.
And in fact, not only on just the first Origin suits, but also on MSV. The entire first MSV line, I believe, is designed by him.
Which is fucking crazy. Like he literally like sat there and drew.
They're
I
just
wonder
Gundams forever.
I wonder what made him draw half that bullshit that he drew.
A paycheck.
Yeah,
Drugs.
probably right. The need to eat. Every Gundam translates into exactly one food.
Every prototype high mobility Zaku paid for his meal.
That's why there's so many of them.
You would just draw.
You just get
Copy and paste, new color.
like the Bandai guys would come in the morning and like they'd find him sort of like sat there in a sort of nest of paper and like, oh my god, he's designed 50 of them.
And then they look at them side by side and they're just recolors.
And then next to the trash can,
He's
there's
a
like
genius.
shredded up different papers, and someone just grabbed 5 pieces and taped them together.
I
And that's
can
how they got
show
the
you
bound
some
doc.
rejected 0079 designs if you like.
Sure.
Ham, would you be able to put these on the main page?
I
Come on the
will.
screen.
I'll just do this in the background if you guys want to talk about his work.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, he's worked on like everything from 0079 to Build Fighters. Like he's just like the nigga. He's like that nigga. He has been working on Gundam for most of his career basically, and I know he's done a bunch of other series, and Pap is gonna say some shit about me not knowing any of those series, but they're a bunch of super robots, so I could care less. Whatever the Brave series is, I think he worked on that. He's done quite a bit. I don't know that I have a favorite design of his. That would be tough to say a favorite. He's done so much that I don't.
Yeah, so
I don't know that I could pinpoint like this is exactly this is the one that does it for me. But he like overall, I mean, listen, he's the guy that made Gundam basically.
He designed
made
the
Gundam.
Gelgoog, the Zaku.
if I really had to pick one, I'd say the ground type Gundam. Or the full armor rather.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say the full armor as well.
Full armor.
There's something like it gets that sort of early 80s design look so right. It's like it's quite chunky and it's a bit sort of like goofy, but really just cool.
Ham, if you want to bring it up.
Are you describing me?
Are you chunky in 80s?
And cool.
Oh.
Oh my
Right, I'm going to throw some of the more obscure ones and some of the ones that didn't actually make it into the series into chat. If you want to put them on the
just throw them
on the
up
screen.
and I'll start loading them up. Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Wow. All right, 1 second. Jesus. That already got me. All right. Here we go. Look at this fucking thing.
That's the most Xeon ass.
Look at this. What the fuck?
I
Dude.
actually like the weapon and shield quite a lot.
This is awful.
How fucking toasted was he when he made this?
Definitely made for lunch. Like,
Do you mean made over lunch?
yeah, that too, I guess.
I don't know. I feel like that's not a far departure from the original.
What are
I
they?
suppose that one's more like an MSV that never got popular. The rest of them, I think, are pretty much ones that never went anywhere.
It's
I'm
the
very-
Gyan Flugel.
I'm very
Oh,
by chat. Tenta said I sounded like a full-on middle-aged angry mom for a second, and I'm not sure what they're talking about. But yeah, this thing is this is a treat. This is I don't know what to make of this.
this art is very hard to find. So you're seeing some stuff from the from the depths.
What the fuck is this? What?
Wait,
I'll end here.
that thing is it
Goose
looks like
compound examination type. This is the one that
That sounds like a dentist specialization. God, what a
It
design!
has that one fucking Xeon fighter on the back too. I forget what it's called.
The DOP?
Yeah, it's got a DOP as a backpack.
Oh my god.
What? Switch back up. Oh my god, it does. It's got a recon DOP on the back.
What the fuck?
just whatever we got lying around. Just throw
Bring it
that
on,
shit
fine.
on there.
In fact, if you switch back over to it, you know those bits on the top? They remind me of those, you know, those lotus pods that make everyone with trypophobia uncomfortable.
That's a
Just
specific
designed
pod.
to make you feel uncomfortable.
Oh my god. It makes me uncomfortable, that's for sure.
It looks like it's coming towards us. Bad intent.
Neon, don't look behind you. He's in the window. Oh my god. That is just oh god. Oh my
Jerk.
god.
His name is just Jerk.
This. What's this? Yo.
How do you find these?
I've plundered the depths to find this.
What do I even make of this? To be honest.
It's Jerick, everyone. He's here.
Wait for Jerk.
Oh no, Jerick's from Mortal Kombat.
What's that boy Jerk coming at you?
Here he comes.
He looks so unsure of himself, and he should.
I'm not sure of a lot of things.
Yo, what the fuck? What is this? Yo. You said Donkey Kong. Yo.
In fact, you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of something which I think might actually be a Okawara design. I'll just find it. Go on while I'm looking for it.
Wow, that is terrible.
man.
Let's see this next. What's the next off? Oh, this isn't. Oh, the slope. Oh, I hate this.
But look, he's got like a Christian rock band album cover pose. He doesn't want you to know he's looking into the camera.
What
That,
is,
that head is so weird looking.
what is this? What is this right here?
That's
camera.
that's his big core fighter. That's where the pilot is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was looking at it and I thought it was a submarine, but then it goes in somehow.
Right.
It actually fights backwards.
just flies backwards.
God, how disgusting.
It fights ass first.
No wonder the fucking Federation lost in the water. Look at this.
They tried though.
This is what they were sending out.
Slap a submarine onto a GM and that'll win the fight.
I was going to link the Pazunda Wadge as well, but that's not as
Oh,
funny.
What?
The
The
Pazunda
Pazunda Wadge.
You don't know the Pazunda
I'll put it in chat. It's not actually that funny. It's just the name's really odd.
All right, well we got one more of these MSV designs, and I don't. Oh,
This
is
one's good. I like this one.
This is
That's
actually nice.
fine.
The Gelgoog Gunthar.
Or
That
What?
looks like the half cannon. Like
I don't like the head,
Gelgoog.
though. I'm not a fan of that head or that gun.
I really
Okay,
like the gun.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
like a sawed-off like rifle. That's weird. I like it though. It's funky.
I like the colors.
I like
Honestly,
colors.
with the
Another
way,
desert boy.
with the way Origin
Yes, it
and
was.
MSD is going, we could get something like this. This could
Yeah,
show
we could. We could get anything. Anything's possible.
it's soon we'll have we'll have him. Soon we'll have
Jurek.
Jarek.
Jurek.
Also, one interesting thing that you know the recent Origin Gym series.
Yeah.
They are all Okawara illustrations from back in the early 80s.
That's crazy.
But they're early illustrations, all with their weapons removed.
Yeah, because I know the Interceptor doesn't have its main piece, which is the backpack.
But it doesn't have the backpack, and also it's got originally it had an exclusive rifle. The Gym Space Assault type is missing its unique underslung bazooka, which is really cool. The Guard custom is missing its rifle, and the Sniper custom is missing its pistol.
That's different though, because the Guard custom has the knives, it has the giant shield. The Interceptor has nothing.
I don't get the Interceptor. What a waste of time.
It's just, it looks like something you find at Easter, and it doesn't have any weapons.
What's that egg?
The Peasant Douage.
That's a
There he
juicer.
is. Here he is.
I don't actually hate that.
Presumed why.
Has anyone seen Cool Cat? There he is.
It honestly looks halfway to a Tenga custom.
Look at it. So strange.
This looks a degree removed from Gundam.
Yeah, kinda.
So basically the reason for a lot of the early MSV was that originally there was going to be another series which came directly after 0079 to fill in the space until Zeta, and that was going to be called MSX. And pretty much most of the MSV line is from MSX, but that got cancelled as an animated series. So they just sort of rolled it all out. Interestingly, it was all going to take place on the Bazun asteroid, which is where Sentinel is set. And a few of those designs came back in their own way. So like the Act Zaku came from there, the Baldi Alpha came from there, and a few of the other sort of ones are stuck around as well.
Can you imagine that right after 0079, instead of like Stardust Memory, instead of that, we got a show featuring these assholes?
I would have loved that. Also, Stardust Memory.
Gundam wouldn't have made it.
Gundam would have done.
Canceled. Done.
Tomino would have been flipping
4
burgers.
years, more like 4.
They brought like a folder with all of the character designs to a meeting, and they slapped it down with confidence onto the table, and then the investors just went, no, cancelled. Not happening.
The Silent Hill Homecoming of Gundam.
Wow.
No, worse than that. It's that Silent Hill's Silent Hill Book of Memories.
Oh, man.
Dungeon crawlers featuring God.
Shambles. Anyway,
Got
anything else to say about Okawara?
No, before we move on from
Hey,
Okawara,
Randy, that's all I have to say.
I want everybody to give Jurek a compliment before we leave.
All right.
He's
Actually, I do have one
shade of
more thing to say about Okawara, and that is, I don't understand. Like, I understand how important he was to Gundam because he was like the main man. He was there when it was starting out. Why are they still getting him to do line art? Because he's so bad at it. Have you?
They keep him around to make him feel good. Come on.
I think that genuinely might be what it is. Because have you seen the line art for Build Fighters that he does?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, please show us.
Oh,
It's all really bad. It's
All right.
I've never seen it.
So, Jurek, we may not see eye to eye, but I think you would take care of your siblings.
Itamono Eye.
Look at him.
That was my compliment.
Jurek is a very special boy. Or a very special time.
He's
That
lovely.
time is not now.
Jurek is the new mascot of BFS.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, actually.
What's he actually called again?
Jurek.
Jurek.
Oh, Jurek!
Name is Jurek.
Jurek!
MSM06 jerk.
Oh, he actually is.
Yes, he's Jurek.
We weren't just making Mortal Kombat jokes.
That's even better that he found it and that's what he thought.
I mean, do you know which one Jerick is? He's the one that falls off the cliff and then
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, no."
Jax just picks him up by the scruff, tosses him off the canyon.
Oh dear.
Oh my god. Oh, and
Oh,
here,
Jerick.
before we leave, last Okawara thing is terrible. Oh
Yeah,
my
why has it got to look like this?
Wait, hang on. Let me see.
That's his
Why
line
does
art.
it be like this?
Doesn't
It's
look
so
slender enough.
it looks
You know what that looks like? It looks like someone who just started drawing. It got kind of better at it.
Yeah, whatever. He is 8,000 years old. Let him be happy.
Don't hire him. Like Hasegawa in Crossbone, like he started out doing something because he was like the person that they had around at the time, and they've just let him sort of sit
Like,
there.
look at the hand. Look at that one hand. Ham, move your cursor over that hand.
this one?
Oh my god, it's like a block. It's like a square with a thumb glued on.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's
Ugh.
He draws in no grade.
It's so wide. It's such like it's so wide. Like it's just like why is this like this?
I like that design appreciation has now descended to us all, like putting him on the floor and kicking him while he's
When's Eric coming to animation?
it's too
Oh
good.
boy.
Too good for current Bandai Sunrise.
Oh
He'll
my
come when we start getting animation like Stardust Memories again. Jurek will rise.
The jerk will be back. He is
We need Jerk for the new Breaker series.
He's
This
the new-
podcast needs to end with just a black screen, and in the bottom right in white letters it says, "You're gonna carry that, Jarek."
Oh my god. All right.
I'm gonna build that Jerk.
So main
You're
topic.
gonna jerk that Burrick.
Oh my god, stop. So main topic for this week is something that I guess we've never really touched on it all that much on the podcast, which is ironic.
The Apex Legends season pass.
Yep.
Well, that's it for the podcast, guys.
Joe ruined it.
Showing up. We're sorry.
I'm
We
so
apologize
sorry.
to everyone listening.
So we're gonna talk about BFS. As weird as that is, we never do, ever. But we're gonna
Ever.
talk about the system and why we hate and or love it, or both, or mostly hate. All right,
It's been very active recently.
it
It
has.
Right.
Yes, it has. What's BFS, you ask? Nothing. Nothing at all.
But
Yeah.
fuck system.
What fuck system? The same it's always been.
But it's I mean, I guess just the basis. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna explain it because I'm not the one who technically runs it. So Neon, that's your job.
Oh Christ.
This is what we put you on charge for.
Okay then. So build fight system at its core is a way to when I rewrote the rules, my intention was to have a way to recreate build fighters and you can play it with your friends. So at its core, I thought the most important thing was being part of the community, being able to customize and really sort of get good at building and have it reflect that in a sort of game way. But aside from that, it's really just about enjoying Gundam and playing it with your friends.
This is why we keep you around. You get it.
That's a good explanation. Like,
Good overall.
at least I know I'd say because me and Neon joined what, like
2014? Do you
Yeah,
think?
like
Maybe 2015.
6 months apart ish, something like that.
I think it was 2014 because I didn't start university until 2015.
Yeah. So it was like, yeah, because I was like in my second, going on third year, something like that, when I joined. of college, and back then system way different, way
Some
different.
interesting trivia that you guys might not know. On, I think, what was the first iteration of the system, you would create, I can't remember if it was via spreadsheet or not, but there was no Roll20. So you would just essentially, you would type into Reddit the moves that you were going to make.
Oh no.
And then, I don't know how it was worked out, but then the game happened.
That was really, really, really old. Even
It was
before
really early, and then the results would get spat out later.
by a GM.
Wow.
And I suppose that was why battle reports were so important in the early days, because there wasn't anything else.
Just use your imagination.
Exactly, it's like that fight in Build Fighters when
where they just close their
Say
eyes.
and Mao just sat there like glaring at each other and imagining something.
Yeah, like I know when we joined, it was like the system was like, I think at that point it was kind of bloated.
Very bloated.
Yeah, there was a lot in it that didn't really add much, but Draco's given a very good point, actually. Draco and Nitro were very, very important in early build fight, so shout out to them. We wouldn't be here without those guys.
That is true. That is very true. Mm-hmm. Without the two of them, this whole thing would not exist.
But yeah, so I did a big rewrite of the rules back in 2016, maybe 17.
16.
16?
Was it 16?
It was September. It was like right at the end of the summer. It was like
Has it already been 16, 3 years since the current system?
Yeah.
Maybe it was.
Wow.
But, we did our big rewrite, and I've not been as involved with it since then, but I left my mark in a way, I guess.
Right on the doorstep.
It was really, it was a good mark because truthfully, I've been here for 4, almost 5 years now. And this is the most active the system has ever been. Ever.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
Out of all the versions, this is the one I've had the most fun playing, too.
Hey.
Yeah, I probably agree to that.
Yeah. Like the way and that's why that design philosophy, when you first brought up that change of the system, when we first started doing all that, of like, it had to stay simple. Like it couldn't be like super
45 minutes.
complicated.
It should never, like a basic one-on-one should never go on longer than 45 minutes. 30 minutes, I think, is fine as well.
Yeah, and
I'm going to be honest, even 30 minutes is pushing it for a 1v1. A 1v1, 20 minutes.
1v1 with 2 people who actually know the rules shouldn't take longer than like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
me and Neon had one like 2 weeks ago. It was only like 15 minutes tops.
Oh, it was a great fight, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you guys knew, but like back at the end of it, me and Joe had been going like fairly even, I'd say. You were definitely taking the upper hand. But then you finished me off with, was it with the Fenrir?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with a melee attack. I played, my last stand activated, so I had 1 HP. I then played counterattack and fired a cannon right into him and took the match. It was great.
See, and that's the kind of stuff I like about BFS. Like, I love those, like, that happened 2 weeks ago. I did a 2v2 with Hero, Tenta, and Pap. And we were doing a thing. Me and Tenta jumped Hero because it was like, well, let's jump him first. And once we did, the whole time would be a lot easier. So we're jumping him. Hero kills me, right? But he didn't read my sheet, and I had last stand. So I came back to life.
Too.
I came back to life, and with a suit that I was rolling 1 melee on, kept hitting small melee over and over again. So he killed me. I came back. I hit him. We clashed. Rolled both 11s with 1s each, I believe. It was like
no, I rolled a 1 and you rolled a 2.
Right. It was 1 and 2 to make 11. So we both killed each other, and that was it. We both killed each other instead of me just dying outright.
It was great.
But that was always my intention when it came to build fight. You should, if you can do it in build fighters, you should be able to do it in the game. And obviously, there's a few things that you can't do just because of mechanic reasons. Like I had played with the idea of being able to set up traps. Like in the Phoenix versus Build Strike fight, when he
Right.
puts the rifle on the wall and like has a wire attached to it. And sometimes those things don't really translate into the game. There's stuff like trip mines, which were completely useless. The wired trip mines were complete waste of time.
Oh my
Um,
God.
Ultimate finishers, which I loved and used in every single match, were
Those didn't last.
Ultimate finisher, such a mistake.
They were great fun though. And also, I'm yet to see anyone use my interactive tile melee. So it was like, if you see a tree, you can pull the tree up and smack someone with it. There's no point to it, but you can do it if you want to. And that's always been the intention with Build Fight.
There's a lot that we've done in like the past between 1.6 and now that we're at 1.7. There's a lot that's been added that just enhance the abilities to be able to do things like that.
Blaz says, "Am I the only one that used IVs?" Maybe. I think they're getting a rework, aren't they?
In the new because the thing is, right, and that's the other thing.
The reason IVs were so weak in 1.6 is because back in the old system,
they were broken.
Strong.
They were busted. They were like, if you didn't have an IV, what was the point of playing?
Yeah.
It was the same as having Transam or the same as having like Exam or any system.
Transam and NTD on your suit at the same time.
Do you remember back in the old system, we had NTD mode, and you could actually control the funnels.
Yes,
so
yes,
obviously, like
funnels.
Yeah,
there's one suit in all of Gundam that can do that.
Yeah, that's
what
I mean.
Unicorn.
We had all these systems for all the specific stuff when we didn't need it. We should have just had broad systems like we do now.
Which is why we have the system we do now. Like, man, but that's mostly what it is with IVs, is that IVs are unfortunately suffering from past grievances with IVs. They have to, because I don't know how we would fix them to make them good but not busted.
I mean, funnels just finally came out of that with
what else just came out of? Honestly, there's so many options that people haven't tried. Like, you guys are gonna get, because when we have the tournament, you guys are gonna get to see me run my flamethrower build. That's actually really good.
It was something that I wanted to try, but just I haven't gotten around to the build that I want to try it on. So I'm glad someone actually got to it.
Because that thing is gonna get me kills out the ass. It's gonna be like one of the best weapons I probably ever fielded.
What suit are you running?
The Violent.
I'm really glad the flamethrower works so well.
How does flamethrower work nowadays? Because when I redesigned it, it was 4 damage 1 turn for the
That's
next.
what it is. That's what it is. It still works. It still works like that, but because of special actions and mods, it's way better. Like, you can make it last. You can make it last a turn longer. You can make it do more damage. You can make it just occupy a hex permanently, like a hex area, like a 6.
Yeah, they like take your little area out.
Yeah, so you can. It's pretty great. I love it.
I've been sleeping on special actions and mods because they'd they'd been introduced when I wasn't really playing the game as much, so I really need to get up to speed on them. It is worth mentioning as well, guys, that you can introduce your own if you want to use a straight build. Just make one. Try it out. Try it out in the system. Try out some IVs or like a suit with weird weapons. If you have it, you can use it, and there's nothing stopping you.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I feel some people understand it, but I feel like it's something that should be said. Literally, if you think there's something that could be used in the system, bring it up. Put it in development, and we will look at it seriously. It's not like people put stuff there and we go, whatever. Literally, the card system was introduced by Sword before he was even a mod, when he had just joined, and he was like, "You know what would make this really cool, guys? Cards." And we were like,
That's
"Okay."
a terrible
I was so
idea,
against
and
the
it worked
idea.
out really well.
I know. I remember Neon. Neon was like, "No cards, no
And-
cards."
He showed you, Neon.
Get your goddamn Yu-Gi-Ohs out of here.
But then again, I was also very against moving to Discord, and then it gave me the ability to rise to power.
Yeah, Neon loves Skype.
Mm.
All that resource hog.
Thank your malevolent black god for
Convincing me. I remember being on a platform. Right, I'd just finished work. I was standing on the train platform. There were rats scurrying around my feet, and popped up on Skype, and he said, "We're moving everyone to Discord," and I was like, "Nope, not having that."
I remember it was you, Luna, and I remember I had to fight both of you. I had to fight you to get you to move. I was like, "Yo, Skype is dying." It was breaking like every
It was
other day.
physically dying.
Garbage. I don't understand why you liked Skype so much.
We didn't, but it was all we knew.
I'll tell you what I did like about Skype was that when you changed the topic, it announced it to everyone.
Yes, that was nice.
That's
It
why
told
I liked
everybody.
it.
That was good.
So like every day you could have you could put in like, I don't know, Ham's big bulging by Ireland, and everyone would be like,
missed
"Oh my
that.
god!"
That was really
It was-
good.
Well, that was back when you would change the topic image too. It would also tell everybody you did it. But I remember the day, because I remember when I made the Discord, it was one of those Skype died days, and it was like dead, and I was like, "Yo," I remember talking to Sly. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make this thing so we can talk, because clearly this thing is just all over the place. So I'm just gonna make it, and we'll have it. We'll have it to talk." And we had it. I think there was maybe 10 of us in there, and for a while after, because that happened like, I want to say 4 or 5 months before we did the official switch. And for a while after, we had like 1 or 2 people that were only talking in the Discord to themselves, basically. And that was it. And then once it came up, I was like, "Oh, well, I already did this. I did this like months ago, so let's just do it." And everyone's like, "Whoa, the Chatsy switch was huge, guys. I don't know if I can do this again.
I don't know if I can handle functioning programs."
And then once
I like my broken resource hog so much.
once we switched, everybody loved it. Everybody was like, "Oh, this works." It was a learning experience, because it was like, "Oh shit, how do you do this?" Because you had roles and you had all that shit, and it was way different from Skype, in that Skype was a lot simpler, because it was like, "All right, well, you're here. Thanks for coming. You're here." Discord's like, "Wow, you're here. What do you want to do?"
Here,
You wanna-
are you doing some loading? Here's some unfunny memes.
Oh, God.
Neon still hates it. He wants to go back to Skype.
It's not worse.
Leon would prefer to Skype if it was not having to see those memes every time.
I'm so nostalgic for the days when nobody could talk to each other.
Let's go back to chat when we had a 10 user limit on at any time.
God.
Oh,
And
man.
it's so strange. Like in chat at the moment, there are 300 and I think nearly 350 people
That shit
part
blows-
of Build Fight.
That shit blows
That's
my
crazy.
mind every time.
When you see that number,
No, you guys can't see it because you can't go into the. Well, Joe might be able to, because he can go in the members list, but you have to go in the members list. It's like 300 something people.
Mhm.
I literally remember when it was like 25 people, and it was literally maybe half of that talking, half of 25 talking at any given time.
It's crazy. Anyway, I fear we've slightly strayed off topic here.
It's fine. It's about BFS. It's fine. It's not about the system directly, but it's fine. And to answer your question, Tenta, you would think it's less active. I actually kind of pay attention to how many people are active. It's probably like half. It's a solid half of that 300 350 or so that are actually active. Everybody may not be every day, but it's at least every few days, once or twice a week.
Just doing it at everyone to find out.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah, we've got about over 300 people. About half of that are going.
But
yeah, I would imagine that not even a tenth of those people are actually active.
More than you would think.
It's a ton of people act. You don't realize it because you see the same names over and over again, and especially once people start getting colors, you recognize colors. So it's like, all right, well, and especially now that I changed the colors, it's even more so because it's like, all right, well, you know who's talking now. Because if you're seeing that bright blue, you know it's a GM. If you see the orange, you know it's a chat mod. You see green, you know it's RP. You see yellow, you know it's neon. You know exactly what
you know to watch out.
You know what you're looking at.
He's gonna delete your porn.
Always.
The porn wraith. But yeah, like, you'd be like, honestly, how active the community is just in terms of talking is insane compared to how it used to be.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Like, everybody's talking all times. It doesn't matter what time of the day, somebody's talking about something. It may be about gotcha, and I may not care, but they're talking about it.
Sorry, I keep checking out of the window just to see if that cat's come back. It
He was
worries me.
Tomino's cat. He was spying on us.
That's what he said to see if that cat's gone bad.
It's out there just holding a knife.
Just rotting away.
It's like it stood on a corner flipping a coin in its hand.
Oh my god.
Futu puts in chat, Joe stole Ham's hair.
I'm not. What is that?
I don't know what that means.
He's got a hat on. We don't know how much hair he's got. No, he's got some.
He's got too much.
I'm not sure what that means. My hair is always pretty short. How much can he steal? Like,
Oh dear.
but to get back on to BFS, just thank you for two. Ham's hair went to Joe's chin.
Yep.
Sure.
Ham's hair went to Ham's chin.
No, it didn't. I have less hair than I had last time we did this.
The hair go up, but the beard go down.
That's right.
No, that's wrong.
That's
No,
bad.
the beard go down. I cut it. It's not as long.
There go down.
I cut like 2 inches off of this shit.
I was going to see if we could do a very impromptu game of press the random button, and on the Gundam wiki.
Oh my god! You really fuck me. I'll pull it up.
No, I'll bring it up for
funny
you.
Guy. The other day when I was like, "Oh, by the way, guys, I'm going to be hosting and judging the Gunpla Builders World Cup." He goes, "Nope, now you're hosting the Emmys." All right.
He keeps sending me back to work.
The denizens of Build Fight System are blessed.
Right, okay. Incredibly impromptu game, guys.
Oh, let's play.
It's Christmas morning. You get a box. And it doesn't contain a bomb, but instead it contains a present. You're going to use that kit in Build Fight System. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you, and how far do you think you'll get? So we'll start off with Ham's suit. I'm rolling the dice.
Oh god.
You're not using Raoul Crusette, because that's apparently a character. You're in
Raoul La Crusade.
You're in the Death Beast.
Oh, what? The what?
I'll get a picture of it.
Death Beast.
Oh my, what?
I like
You're using this.
What the fuck is this?
What are those?
It's the quadrupedal Dark Army.
Yeah, those are
Look
sick.
at this. What the fuck?
I
I love those. I'll take that. I happily take that.
I kind of like the legs.
The Death Beast. Oh my.
Death Beast.
If I woke up
Posting in
on
the
Christmas
chat.
and found that in a box, I'd be super happy.
That's what they called me in jail. I mean, how far? I'm not. On
Right,
a scale,
you launch into a boa queue. There's beams everywhere, explosions. How far in do you get?
Not very, because
He walks home.
Well,
Not made for space.
with my 4 legs.
It puts the gun down and it leaves.
Also,
Also,
he's
why
actually a pacifist.
why does it have cataracts? Its eye is irritated.
No, do you mean
he's angry.
conjunctivitis?
That's what I meant.
No, he's so upset that he has 4 legs.
He's
No.
so upset that he's put in a box.
I
for
like
Christmas.
this game, Neon. Do hero next.
Hero next. Okay, we're
Wait.
pressing random.
That is terrible.
Oh
Ah.
no!
I can't wait for my Christmas morning kit.
Oh no!
Oh no, what?
Oh. Okay.
Answer.
Good morning, Merry Christmas, hero. I have some bad news.
You wake up in the morning and they give you cancer.
All I got for Christmas is cancer.
Fine, I'll take it. It's fine.
Oh, I love it.
Where am I battling to begin with?
You're in
Because that
Alboa
is
queue.
legs away from a
Where?
kick-ass like.
You're in
Oh.
Alboa queue. You're in space.
Oh,
yeah,
so
I think I'll just lay it down and go home. Go.
So that's out of the 2 people who have launched. 2 of them have just turned 180 degrees and left.
Hero's cancer is hanging out in the bathtub at
I
home.
can't do it. I can't do much with an aquatic suit out in space.
Oh,
Right. Okay. On to Joe.
Oh,
oh,
God.
good.
Okay. Let's roll the dice.
I hope-
Roll the dice.
It better be
See,
something.
I keep. You could be piloting Kirara from Build Fighters.
Oh, good.
Character.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, that sounds like good piloting. You've heard of it.
Well, it could be worse. Your
Okay, that's not that bad.
Christmas
not
wasn't that bad.
Christmas, I'll be fighting.
Actually, and in
A
a
suit you
boa
can
coup,
actually get a kid of.
actually, in a boa coup, Joe wins. He's stronger than everything else
Yeah,
there.
that's true. Actually,
Yeah, like his power
best
output
suit by
is probably
far.
more than everything combined there.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
maybe
I
you
got
love me
one
after
more.
all.
All right, Neon.
Okay, can someone roll for me, please?
Yeah, 1 second.
If you head over to the Gundam wiki and press random page in top right.
Let's hope nothing hentai related pops up.
I've already had
Gotta be quick.
Just a picture of Haman Karn saying, "Your son calls me mom now too."
Oh,
Where am I put? Oh, random page. Oh,
yeah, that's
God.
it. Okay, here we go.
Merry
Here we
Christmas,
go.
Neon.
Embracing Mark 5.
You get Gerard Spirigan.
Who's that?
Oh, Gundam decal.
Decals.
On the page of water slides.
Oh my God.
Crossbone! You've done it again. Oh.
You can't escape it, Neon.
Oh my God.
He says, thanks, Mom and Dad.
Crossbone Dust, why have you done this to me? Not again. I think there's some better art of it if you scroll up or scroll down.
Fedora Gundam.
You give
Oh,
a timid thanks to your mom and dad, and then later on, with
look at it.
put it underneath
Look
the
at
bed, next to the Daughters.
That was a cool picture, actually. It was doing like
Ugh.
the Captain Falcon knee with the claws extended.
Why does it
That's
put
awesome.
hat? Neon,
That's
what-
awesome.
If that had a few little design changes, I might not mind that.
Oh my God, that's great. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Crossbone Dust, why have you done this?
Because no, this isn't Dust. This is Ghost.
Which one's the really bad one?
Dust. Dust
Alright.
is the really bad one. Dust is the
Dust
one.
is the one that brought back Gundam F89 in possibly what could have been the coolest way if you did it in an interesting way. And it was so bad.
I'm willing to do like one random roll for somebody in chat. Guess
Oh, also, before we do, Ham, how about you tell us what
We
what
started
happened
with
to
Ham.
Bayer Tobiah once he was caught in an explosion?
let me 1 second. I gotta put my face on for this. I gotta put my face here for this one. So
He's got Death Beast sweats.
let's talk about Tobia. Let's talk about him.
Let's talk about why Crossbones shouldn't be animated.
So he starts out as a student at a space colony. They get raided by the Crossbone Vanguard because it turns out that the school is brainwashing them and recruiting them for the army. So
I like this. You know what we need? A feelings gun.
all they needed was a feelings gun. So he does all that. He gets away. He joins the Crossbone Vanguard and sucks for a long time. He mainly pilots, unfortunately. People always think he pilots a Crossbone for a long time. He doesn't. He pilots a Pez Batara for most of the first series. Most of the first... One second. Let me pull up the Pez Batara.
I hate the Pez Batara so much.
I do too.
And I've seen multiple people because I'm a very vocal critic of Crossbone. I consistently say it should never be animated, and I've always said as one of my points that if they did animate it, they would be in a really sticky situation because what do you sell kits of?
Is it that yellow thing?
Oh,
And then I've said this, and then people come up and say, "No, the mobile suit design is great. Look at this," and they show me this.
Look at this. Look at it.
I don't want to.
This is
I don't
nothing
want to do it anymore.
It's a big yellow lump of butter.
Oh.
The main character
Blaz in chat is saying that he loves it.
You know what that looks like? That looks like a Pokemon from a later generation. From the bad generations.
And Sword's defending it as well. What's going on?
Oh
my voice is cracking because I'm so angry.
You guys are banned. Anyone who loves this is banned.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Neon's finger is hovering over the delete Discord channel button right now.
So to continue, he then gets the X3 for like the end of the series, and that's when it gets cool because it's like it's Crossbone versus Crossbone. It's really cool, and that's a good part of the series, but that's literally the end. Then we get to Steel 7.
Now, I've heard that Steel 7 is okay.
Steel 7 is the best thing to come out of Crossbone, but that's not saying much. And in Steel 7, he has to compile his past allies and enemies into a team to defeat Giant Handman.
This actually sounds amazing.
Handman is awful.
I love when all the baddies and the good guys team up.
So,
how could this go wrong?
So he takes the X3, and at that point it was and upgrades it to the full cloth. It gets upgraded to the X1 Kai full cloth. And then
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's how it happens. Is they take pieces from the X3 and they rebuild into the full cloth. That's how they make the full cloth. So he fights the hand guy in Grips 2. Let me get that straight for you. In Grips 2, in the colony laser itself, they fight. The colony laser is trying to fire at Earth to destroy the Federation, so that's why they're fighting. So
it's a very safe place to fight.
So they fight. You know, Tobia almost loses, but he beats him. But the colony laser is still going to fire, so he has to blow it up with himself still in it. So he blows it up. Time skip. Now, this is not out of Steel 7. We're not in Ghost yet. Time skip. He shows back up. He's blind. About 6 inches taller. Well, and that's the big thing. Is he's black now. The colony explosion made him black.
It made him into a blind basketball player.
It like he literally if you see him next to his wife looks like she did at the end of the series, and he looks like a whole different person. If somebody put them next to each other and said, "Yo, that's the same person," you'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean that's the same person?" Let me just pull up a picture of Toby.
Is it ever explained why he becomes black?
Because of the explosion. That's what
The
explosions do.
It's like there's no. He didn't undergo surgery or anything, like cosmetic surgery or whatever. It's
just that the explosion made him black and lose his memory.
And grow 6 inches.
So here we go. So this is Tobia. This is Tobia. This is what he looks like. This is Curtis. Tobia, Curtis. Tobia.
And this, chat, is why Crossbone should never be animated.
Yes.
Are you sure that's black? Are you sure he's not just tan?
No. If you scroll down, there's color art of him.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Look at him.
Look, he's dabbing.
No.
That's what the kids want.
Oh, and this is the son.
Wait, what? Oh
yeah.
Sure, he didn't get like a lot of cancer in the explosion.
You didn't know that, Neon?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, the Phantom pilot is his son. Is his secret love child. That's why.
Hang on. Jet in chat says that's not right. Have you read Ghost yet? Jet, please enlighten us. I haven't read
right?
Crossbone later, so I don't know about it.
Listen,
Toshihiro Nagoshi.
If that's not the case, that's fine. It makes me hate it less.
Because he's the Phantom Gundam's pilot.
Right.
It's like the creator of Yakuza being a tan little Yakuza baby.
I quite like the Phantom.
When did he have that son?
Found it.
I think the Phantom is a nice design. And here's the thing about Crossbone. So,
man, this looks like JoJo.
There are a few designs in Crossbone that are nice. I will give them that. I think the main Crossbone suits are great. I think there's like 1 or 2 of the Jupiter suits that are kind of cool. And I think Phantom's good. And I think there's another one that I can't just remember the name of. But all the good ones weren't just designed by the author. The only good suits weren't designed by him.
This looks alright, but you can't tell me that's from Gundam.
I think every other week we do a segment on bad Crossbone designs.
I'd like that.
Oh god.
Oh Lord, that looks awful. Can you imagine if Clamp did a Gundam series? This is what that feels like to me.
Yeah, kinda.
Where's the one with the really long legs?
Oh man, the one 50 meters tall. The legs are like 48 of that.
It's in Ghost. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Why are its legs so long?
Let me see if I can get to it.
Do you remember
Neon loves to dance.
Do you remember that one that's like a frog on a ball?
Yo, I hate Ghost. I hate Ghost so much.
Is it still going?
Dust is going.
Yeah, and Dust is terrible.
Dust is fully off the rails.
Oh god.
What's
Zong.
The Zong.
Zong?
I don't hate it.
Okay, no, these are just
That's from Victory.
yeah, it shows up, I guess.
Right. What amazing cameos in an already amazing series.
That's fine.
No.
I need Black Victory.
Sorry.
Okay.
It can't just be Victory.
That's why he changed color. It was a victory.
Gotta be black.
Oh, it didn't show off Black Victory. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Because it's just that, but recolored.
That gets
there
flagged.
it is! Yeah!
Carmelo.
I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't that.
Oh dear.
Maybe
Why is its legs so long?
Why?
skyscraper.
Carmelo, why?
It's so he can see above the enemy.
So you can shoot above the enemy.
You know what I just realized? That rifle is the fucking
Theodine. No, it's from, oh my god, it's from the mass production Zeta.
That's the Crossbone X2 Kai rifle.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh god. I hate that thing.
It has suspenders too to hold up his big legs.
To hold up nothing because they're connected to his waist.
Yeah, so if you thought this was bad, Dust takes what could be a really interesting concept, because in Dust, it's like late UC, so the Federation's crumbling, like all the space colonies are going like kind of Wild West. So you'd think that makes you have the opportunity to do some really interesting mobile suit designs, because you could do like some sort of junky style, more like more sort of detailed, a bit industrial.
That
They
wouldn't be
don't
fun.
do that.
That-
What they do instead is they take UC suits from Zeta and Double Zeta and 0079, and they slap them together with super glue, and they call it mobile suit design. It's awful.
oh.
It's a travesty.
Oh,
I think there's
Gun-
some of them down there actually.
God, why is its face so long?
What you
Because
don't like
do you know who? Because do you know who designed it?
the
Our good friend Okawara.
Oh, man.
Anyway, here are some of the fantastic mobile suit designs.
Oh my
See, this one's not too bad, but it's
It
got a
looks like
problem.
the Jagdoga.
It's well, it's the problem is that it's so uncreative. It's just other people's stuff.
Oh, it looks
slapped
like
together.
No, that's a goof with a Jagdoga head and like
It's a Jagdoga head,
victory legs.
and then Gerbo Tetra legs.
And it's
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got the backpack from the gun,
The
not
dash.
the gun easy, the V dash.
E-dash, yep.
He's literally just stealing other people's stuff and slapping it together. Like, go on to the next one. These are the best ones.
Yeah, because they were done by someone else mostly.
Like, what is
Oh my
this?
god.
That's amazing. That Act guy that's half Hercules beetle is fantastic.
Wow.
It's got the O skirts.
It's got a lot of the O, and then an Act guy, and those are the shields, the shoulders from what's it
The
called?
Denanzon? Or,
Yeah,
yeah.
We always needed an Act guy that attacked guys with his
This
face.
thing has Gabthale feet. What the?
No, they're not Gabplay. They're Palisaphine.
That was the thing. Yeah.
That's weird, bro.
And these ones aren't the worst of it. The worst one is the
What the
Zabi
fuck is
shield
that?
face one.
What is that?
Is that a goof head with Raoul's face?
I think
I
so.
think so.
He looks so proud of himself.
Look at
I'm
this.
not proud.
What I've done. Oh.
Anyway,
man.
next page.
Oh, okay. That's just some black victory.
That's Black Victor.
This thing's okay. This is the this is the gun easy with a Gundam head. It's not the
Okay.
worst thing ever.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
So they also had a scene, like a part where it was just weird suits with. Can you see that big eye sensor?
Yeah.
That was like the reoccurring design feature. And this one's not too bad because this is original at least. The rest weren't.
Oh my! It's just an Ashimar.
It's just an Ashmar.
It's an Ashimar with blackface.
A double blackface Ashimar.
It's an Ashmar with an extra patty.
Oh my god!
It's a double Ashimar.
Delicious.
What the fuck?
Is that something riding a Humbrabi?
Yeah, it is.
I like it.
And it's got the rifle from 08 MS team.
Yeah, I'm so
And it's in space.
the
Oh,
expert.
that's not that bad, I guess.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Look what it says on the side. Crossborn.
Born.
That's what it is.
Oh dear.
The crossborn.
Anyway,
Oh.
Oh no, it's Mr. Karate.
whenever people say Crossbone should be animated, I point them towards this.
That thing's amazing. That thing is amazing.
Why's it got a rice pot on its head?
I would
Why's
buy
it got
12 of them.
And it's got like a little boiler, so you can take the top off and get the rice out.
He has nothing but good intentions. You leave him alone.
No,
Merchant.
he's got the cruelest intentions.
Is that
And like
it?
it's the Psycho Gundam. So the in-story reason for this was it was buried near the Murasumi labs, and they dug it up.
Dug it up and took it home.
They just had another one, and they buried it.
Wow, what a weak justification to be lazy.
Oh,
This one is the king.
Lord. What's the story for this one, Neon?
It's
Okay,
the,
so I'm
the
gonna
perfect big jam.
I'm gonna say something. This is gonna be a thing that not everybody's gonna catch. Do you remember the second Digimon series?
No.
Yes.
Do you remember what Patamon and Armadillomon fused into?
No.
1 second. I'm
Are you
pulling
telling
it up.
me this?
This is like the exact same thing.
Why is its left eye like a human being's eye?
So that's like, you've got like the mono eyes to the Xeon thing, the visor is the Federation thing, the twin goggles is the crossbone
is.
thing. The Jupiter suits have this one eye
Look at
with a
it.
sensor in it.
Look at it.
That's also a Pokemon.
It's also another
a
crossbone
Pulseye.
suit.
Yeah.
That shows up again. Let me find it.
Wow, that's just a gap delay that turns into a Zachrello. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
Alright.
who Pumpernickel Pete is in chat, but he's like,
Oh,
the
and it's
time that they fused it? He's like,
got
Shikakumon, obviously. God.
The one suit that I don't mind from Dust is the crane, which is higher up. I think that's an okay design.
That one has chainsaws for hands.
This one?
Yeah.
So the thing
one.
is, you've not even got into the worst ones. They're to come.
If the legs weren't as long, that might be not bad.
Oh, what is this? Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
cat face. Why does it look like that?
It's like the itchy and scratchy
Why does
gun.
it got feel like that, Neon? What did you do?
I can't justify this.
Why did you
What did
make
you
this?
do, Neon?
Oh, that's
It's-
not terrible. That's actually kind of nice.
I like that
That's
shotgun.
cool.
That's a variation on the James gun, which never gets any attention.
James Gunn.
James gun.
You see what I mean? It's just going into complete nonsense.
What's
It's a bound duck that turns into a stag beetle.
Is that what that is? Are you sure?
Yes.
but its whole arm is the legs.
Is that just a Zuda? Oh.
That's offensive.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Is
Wow.
the capital Z Zulu.
See
Wow.
I think.
Wow.
There's a few more.
It
You
made
remember?
its weapon by
Do you
tying.
remember? Do you remember our home?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I like its chainsaw arms though.
That's so... This is just... Oh, wow. Wow.
I like
And
that
this is-
weapon. I like that weapon a lot.
That looks
This
like
is,
fancy.
in my offense, like the worst part of it because it's taking a design that I love and doing this with it.
They
Because
gave it a walk for a shield.
it is an actual walk.
Okay.
A giant walk.
Okay.
You have to make food for all the orphans so that you
What's
can kill them later.
Tenta's joking in chat. Where's my drum? My drum's right here, motherfucker. I keep it right on my desk. That's right. I have an actual drum that I keep on my... That's right. I keep a drum on my desk. It keeps the spirits away.
You need to start playing that whenever.
It also keeps the good Gundam designs away.
You need to start hitting that whenever Okawara starts designing crossbone dust machines.
Oh my god.
Spirit drums on its own, so he knows.
Frighten away the demons. Anyway,
Capital Z
That's-
Zulu.
that's
I don't know
crossbone dust.
How did we just get from BFS to crossbone?
Where we are now.
Butu says that drum is what you use to control Neon.
He's right. He's right. Oh my
Oh,
god.
dear.
We should
Alright.
move on.
Does anyone remember how we've fallen so far?
Yes, I do, because I suggested the Wiki Random game,
Oh,
which we
that
still need
was
to do
good.
something for.
This
That was
started out.
fun.
Oh, that's right.
everything that came after that wasn't fun.
I saw Nick ask if we could do one for him. So we'll do one for Nick and then we'll move on to community stuff.
Watch it just be slightly better than mine.
Watch it just be another Dust Gundam.
God, I hope so.
Another dusty boy.
One dusty boy.
Who is this?
This
What
is
a-
the thing about this. You get
what
so
a
many
mustache.
bizarre things.
That is not a Gundam.
I
Can't
like
have that.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on.
It also helps you realize how bloated this series is.
Oh wow. Well, well,
That's not a Gundam. Get out of here.
that is a mobile suit from Double O.
Oh,
What?
God.
oof.
So
what is it?
what this is at the end of Double O when they're going to go to explore like the rest of the universe. They use this thing.
No, they don't.
Woof.
Yes, they do.
Is that what what's her face's suit is?
Yeah, this is what the G portent is based on.
Well, it could have been worse. You're certainly right about that, Nick. It could have been worse.
Yeah. We just
So
saw a lot
grateful,
worse.
even in defeat.
Oh, look at that.
Um,
You were one away from the Leo.
You could have been in a Leo, but instead you were in that thing.
What a good
Go on,
boy.
let's do one more for chat. First to say it gets it.
First
Yeah,
one to say something in chat gets
first to
Christmas
say it.
present.
First to say, go ahead. Who wants to be the next victim?
Who wants to celebrate Christmas with us?
Yeah, that's a great Christmas celebration.
I think
Nobody said.
Zephyr's
It's catching
got it
up.
first, I think.
Who is that?
Oh, hang on. It's Pumpernickel Pete. I don't know who that is.
That's Cole, I think.
Yes,
Oh.
that is Cole.
All right,
Why are
so
you
Cole gets to celebrate Christmas with us.
Cole, what is your Christmas celebration going to be, good or bad? Let's see.
Does
Let's
Cole
see.
celebrate Christmas?
Or are you gonna resent your parents?
He gets
Yeah.
all right.
Definitely make moves on your twin brother's girl after he dies.
It's Christmas, everyone.
Christmas to do that.
Yeah.
This is getting trashy.
Yeah.
All right.
Story.
That
Never
story's really
disappointed.
sad.
Oh my god.
Banging everyone.
All right.
Oh my god. Yo.
There's not
Who
many
is
Gundams from
Glatt
Gundam.
Otto?
Oh, he pilots the Gommel? What is that?
Isn't that not Big Zam one?
Oh, I actually like that.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. But that's not what Cole gets to pilot.
No.
No, it is not.
Cole gets something much better.
Yeah.
Gundam Katana. Amazing.
I've heard that series is okay.
What?
Oh.
Oh
What
no,
a
that's
good boy!
Duo's son from.
Yes!
Isn't
Oh,
that Duo's son from Frozen
No, that is
Teardrop?
Duo.
There he is.
He just becomes the mouth
Duo.
in MC-002.
Oh, I love that picture of Duo. What
Of
a
his
sweet
mouth?
fishy boy.
Joe likes Duo's mouth.
Oh, what
I
the
do.
fuck?
Yeah.
Finally.
It's
But-
Jaganauers.
Me and
Okay, you
Cole
could have
are
done
gonna
worse,
have
yeah.
Jagans and we're gonna fight at a Baoku and then drink eggnog.
To be fair, Cole has now got a really cool weapon.
The lance.
The
Shot
heat
lancer,
lance.
right?
Yep. Oh, that actually comes with the kit?
It does.
It does.
Wow.
It has a really, really nice effect part as well.
It does.
I remember being so disappointed when they released artwork for that because in the Twilight Axis novel, they said it was a Spec Ops Jagan and it was specifically designed for shooting down soldiers on the ground. And I was like, right, okay, so this thing has got like I don't know, maybe like a drone that goes in, or like it's got a little auto cannon that is on the shoulder that targets soldiers on the ground. No, it just swings the axe and vaporizes
Yeah, what it
them.
doesn't tell you is it
Oh,
kills
man.
soldier the same way it kills a Gundam.
Wow. Hey, can you show us that artwork of the box?
What?
Yeah. Look at it. Look at it.
That's not the box art.
The box.
Box.
Look at
There
it.
it is.
Hang on, is
Yeah.
that a Twilight Axis manga?
Where?
Oh, show me
Oh,
that.
yeah,
That's
it
juicy.
is.
I've not seen this.
Oh yeah, it is. Look at that.
Oh, that's nice art. Yes, please.
Look at
So
that
this is the bit they describe in the book when they're trying to make their way through a city and the Jaggans are chasing them. It wasn't in the animated thing.
The Jaggans are chasing.
I just have a that middle panel's amazing.
Yeah, so and there's this really, really good bit in the book when they're fighting them off with like rocket launchers. It's really, really, really interesting. And that's why I was so excited for Twilight Axis when it was announced to be animated.
All right, I think it's time to move on. Christmas is over.
No more
I
Christmas.
hope you kept your receipts.
I guess I'll keep screen sharing because it's time for.
Parents threw away the receipts because they thought you'd love it.
They thought you'd love it.
We've
Instead, you got the Death Beast.
We've assembled quite a team.
Someone, Sato or Mako, please draw the Christmas morning fight team. With the two Jagans, the Death Beast,
The cancer.
and the
Oh dear. What did I get again?
You got the fedora suit.
yeah, you got the
I got the death. I got the death fist.
All right, I'm gonna start opening up stuff for the community spotlight.
Yeah.
It's about that time.
Hey.
We do also have another little section which needs to be done, which I will be leading.
Oh
What's that?
no. We should save that
Oh,
for last
Yeah,
because
that's end of the night.
that's like you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here because
Yeah,
that's gonna
stay
clear the
tuned for
seat.
that because that's going to be something special.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you loved last podcast finale, you're gonna love this.
Shoot up last week.
Last week.
Oh my god. All right. I gotta chill. I gotta chill with this shit. Holy shit.
Are you blowing up your computer again?
Yeah. You know how that goes.
Remember last
again.
podcast when Pam crashed everything?
Well, it didn't crash. Only I crashed.
Fuda says, "Oh God, Neon is going to do a strip show." Yeah.
Fuck. Now I'm mad at Taco.
Strip.
He didn't give me a fucking album. You get one picture now, Taco. You didn't give me a goddamn album. Oh my god. Imager is tanking my fucking computer.
Imagers.
It's all of that Imager community and the comments that you really needed to
Yep.
read.
My favorite.
You remember when Imager was so good? When we used it for everything and now it's absolute trash?
No,
Yeah.
it's still great.
It's not great. It's serviceable.
Ugh.
We still
It
need
should
it.
just been a website to host your images, not fucking social media trash that it is now. It's awful now. No, I don't want to like your stupid meme.
Okay. All right. 1 second.
I just want to upload my pictures.
I'm slowly loading everything. Yo,
Hang
if
on.
Not Char's album crashes this computer, I'm gonna fly to where does he live? The Philippines?
Since we're filling for time, I'm gonna post it in chat. There's this really cool perspective shot of the Strike Noir that someone made, and it's really something. I posted it for you guys.
Sorry, what was this? I don't like the Strike Noir to begin with. but
No,
let's have a look.
I'm saying I appreciate it because they made it. You'll see once you look at it. It's like a perspective shot.
Ooh.
So like half of it is really, really big. So that
Yeah, that's,
from that one angle, it looks.
Those are Obari proportions. They're really good. I like that a lot. I always really like these ones that are like. I always appreciate something that's quite a creative way of doing things like that.
I
feel like sometimes there's trends of stuff that are just like a bit stupid.
I actually don't.
There's been a lot of weird trends.
I'm not a fan of this. Where it's like you got half of it is massive and the other half is tiny.
Well, the thing is, you're only supposed to look at it from that one angle.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not into that.
Were you imagining entering it into like the build fight system, and it's got one giant hand and one giant leg?
Giant melee.
When
Right.
yeah.
Also, I got a picture
Giant
of
fist.
Fudu's next project. It's how
Giant unarmed.
It's how he gets people to come into his home and look at his models.
Oh,
Here,
Yeah. Take a look at
on
that.
this one. That's
Oh, for God's sake.
like just putting it on the ground like that makes it so weird looking.
Not a fan. Anyway, let's talk about the community spotlight.
all right. Here we
All
go.
Here's the Tribus.
From Met. He just finished this earlier this afternoon.
There it is.
I really like this guy.
There he be.
I really like the weapon. I love the head. I like the shoulders. I think the side skirts work really nicely. Yeah. Are those stickers on the legs?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Everything aside from that is really nice.
Yeah, you can tell those are stickers. Not good.
It's got a palm blast. I like that.
I think that's a shield.
That's a shield.
I like my idea more.
Yeah.
Take my idea. It's yours now.
I don't know. I like the idea, but like anyone who ever uses those shoulders has to deal with the fact that they're big capital letter A's from their because they're from.
I don't know.
They're,
I think
they're
you
an
can look
amazing
past it.
suit.
No,
think
they're
you
an
can look past
Amazon suit.
Yeah, that's true.
Amazon branded.
A lot of people don't understand that Meijin Kawaguchi just decided to put a big giant capital letter A on each shoulder of the AZ
Listen, you got paid by Amazon a lot to do that.
That's. Do you know that on the wiki the model number for the AZ Gundam is Amazon.co.jp,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
and that's true. Anyway, I really like the launcher on it as well.
Yeah,
Like,
I like the main weapon a lot. Oh, is that
The
one
only-
of Joe's beam sabers?
It is.
Ooh.
Joe Beam Saber. A Joe Saber, if you will.
Joe Saber.
Made of his cum.
Oh no!
The only thing that I think,
Nowhere to look.
I drink Tamiya for breakfast.
the only thing I would change about is, but this is just a personal thing that I like design wise, is that for the launcher, personally, I always like two handles on top so you can carry it. But that's just a design feature that I like.
Yeah,
But really nice suit.
good job. Good job on this one.
We will
Yeah.
rate it after the podcast.
Good work, Matt.
I hope you have fun with it in
All right.
the system because I know you just made a character sheet for it.
Next is the Grim Usurper from Pop. And this, honestly, I think this is his first. And he's put in, and this is he's put in quite a bit of work into this.
You know what I like about Pop? He asks for advice, we give him advice, and then he
takes
uses the advice.
it.
What a
Yeah,
guy.
I'm liking this.
Yeah,
Like a lot-
for first time. And he's also taking risks that a lot of people don't for a first time.
because it looks super simple, but he had to do a lot of modifications to actually make this work.
And once it's got a uniform color scheme, it's going to look amazing.
Definitely. You know what I do like about this as well? It's a Grimgird custom that doesn't use a Valkyrie name. Leaves them open for IBORP.
Oh, that's right. I guess that's true. Listen, do you hate me and Sly for making all the Valkyries?
Hey,
Yes.
what about me?
Do you hate Joe for making 5 different Fenrirs?
No, because I don't have to put those in RP.
You have to put up with them in RP, though.
However, I've come around with a clever workaround to the Sly and Ham problem.
Oh, fuck you. You can't do that.
Don't
He's
listen.
putting down the blacks and the browns.
I'm working with them, not against them.
That's exactly why we were at 1.65 for so long.
Listen, if you want me to
Because of
show
Pablo
up,
Escobar.
Yeah, because it was done by a Brown.
if you want me to show up in Seagrun one time and beat like a child like half to death
I
and
love
then
that.
leave, I'm all about it.
Well, I mean, I think you remember my the plans for IBO player versus enemy when there would be a starvation meter.
I love it.
I remember
I
that.
love when the orphans starve to death.
Orphans, Namid. But yeah, really nice custom. Looking forward to seeing it painted.
Yeah, I'm
Next
excited.
is Sato's Royal Festival, which she keeps
I was
changing.
about to call it the Roy.
The
I thought it was called the Roy as well. Oh yeah, very nice. Shield is a classic. I love
Come
the
on,
shield.
Roy.
Shield.
I'm glad she took the advice to scratch build a sword.
I'm gonna say this, and you can get me on record because I won't say it again. I'll say it a lot more. Capes are awful, but that tabard looks fantastic.
Agreed.
The tabard looks like it's looking good so far.
I
It's
think
gonna
you
thumbs
dodged.
up.
I think you dodged a lot of bullets, and you made it look better by just including a tabard.
Yeah, excited to see this, some of those seams get corrected, maybe. But yeah, really liking the design. Simple, nice. Love the scratch building on the sword. I give it
Coming
the
off of
official nod.
Coming off of what, in my opinion, is a perfect custom graze, this is solid. I like it.
All right. Next. Ooh, this is from Tenta. He just finished
Yay!
his first 14-point build because of all the fucking crazy shit he did to it.
Who here is a fan? Who here would say they like the flag?
I don't.
No one
I
does.
do.
I also like the flag, and I
like the over flag most.
I put this challenge to you people in chat. Go make a flag custom, because after you do anything with a Union flag, you will appreciate every other kit on Earth so much more.
Can we
That
do
thing
a
is a
flag and an
nightmare
act
to
build?
work with.
I want to do a custom enact.
I have an enact.
Me too.
I remember Tenta's asked us for a lot of opinions on this thing because he's changed a lot of things. You wouldn't notice it, but it looks good.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of work done to it, and
I love that
most wouldn't realize it.
the GN drive arm is on there.
Yeah,
because that's I think this is like a high grade version of the Union Flag Custom, which from Final Episode 00 never got a kit. Shame, really good design. And this is like a sort of re-rolled repair version. And I just think it's really solid. It looks fantastic. And it's a shame you've not shown off, correct me if I'm wrong, the radiator fins that are on the back of the feet.
Oh yeah,
look,
you can't
scratch built those.
Yep.
Oh no, you can on the phone.
Those feet.
Oh no, they're gone.
Kind of.
Where have they gone?
Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
they were there before. Where'd they go?
That's point dropping right there.
Down to 13. Better luck
next
well, there's
time. Some. Right there.
Yeah.
On the back
side.
Yeah, he put a lot of radiators. I don't know why he removed them from the feet, though. Unless he just forgot them.
But yeah,
I like the look of
he
those.
said he got rid of the feet fins and added them to the knees.
Fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really solid build. Really
The
like
1/100 of the overflag is an incredible kit, surprisingly.
I still need to build that.
My girlfriend built it and she hates it.
Next, from our resident Australian.
Yay. This guy.
That's a mega size.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
He's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a huge boy.
Being turned into a castle.
Castle walkers.
I mean, like, where do you even start? This thing is incredible.
Yeah.
Real good work with this thing.
And more than that, it's smooth, and all of the parts that are combined together are really well integrated. Like, I can't imagine how he sanded some of this stuff down and made it fit so well. There's so many layers of like putty and detail going on here.
Crying.
Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah, he's like Taco's stressing OD about getting this thing done. But I mean, and listen, it's coming along. He'll be good for the GBWC. He still has a couple months.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
If this thing doesn't win, it'll be a crime. Or if it loses out to like a big mess build.
It'll be a big fucking crazy Sananju.
Ugh.
All right. Next from
Yeah.
Notchar.
I'm always happy to see a Notchar kit in here.
Look at that.
I love this thing.
That's going good. I don't know if I'm okay with the legs though, like the leg thingies.
Oh no, I think they're the best part of it. I love those.
I personally feel that they should be some different, but otherwise it's good.
I personally feel that you're wrong.
It's a chunko. You're wrong.
Oh, is that the GPO1 shielding? Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, it's got like a little. Is that like a scabbard for the knife as well? Oh.
Where?
In the shield. Oh no, it's part of the shield construction. Although you now have a very good thing to put into that shield,
A knife.
or at very least a beam saber.
But yeah, this is coming along really nicely. Next, also from Notchar.
It's this one again.
Oh,
this
yeah.
has been
It's been working.
this has been resting for a long time,
Gestating.
growing stronger.
This is the human instrumentality Gundam.
Yeah, solid work, especially on those feet.
I will say that my prejudice against Gatling guns comes into play here. I'm not a fan of the Gatling.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
that's just me.
simpler than the Gatling.
I think the legs are fantastic. Torso is really nice. Always like spherical shapes on a kit are always ones that I like.
You know what?
That's
Actually, probably look a lot cooler is like a more advanced looking weapon, because this feels more advanced looking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this feels like a sort of Zone of the Enders tech level kind of deal. So yeah, something like a vector cannon would be very good.
Next, from Futu.
Yay!
We've said this before, but Futu always his kits slide in without notice, and they're always brilliant.
Just like Futu himself. And that's how Neon was made.
Oh, but yeah, this is a fantastic.
Always just should work.
Look at this.
It's
Has that had all of the sleeves markings removed?
Yep.
yeah. He got rid of them somehow.
Thank God.
I don't know how he could possibly do that, but he did it.
I'm still gonna. I want the Gunpla because it doesn't have the sleeves.
That's lovely. That is really, really solid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's a Futu move for you, is to show up with a build that you didn't know he was doing.
No, I had no idea about this.
Something that he did that I also did for my Zulu to point out about the fuel tanks. The fuel tanks for the Stein can be easily shortened, like without any real extra work having to be put in to do it. So normally they're like twice this length. You can take the bottom extension off and just take the caps from that bottom piece and cap them into the top ones, and you got nice short fuel tanks.
Yeah, really nice. And as always, Futu staple is no seam lines.
Yep.
Never seam lines.
Never seen it. Looks great.
Yeah, really sharp, really crisp. Just really good.
Next, also from Futu.
I was
Here's
gonna
where
say
I
he only
check
ever
out.
shares.
And he's
the
got a
frame arms.
girl here.
Look,
I'm
even
checking
has the
out.
base branded. Amazing.
Listen, if you accept one part of Futu, you have to accept all parts.
If you can't
I
handle
don't.
him at his trashiest, you don't deserve him at his best.
That includes the titty figures.
Oh,
Especially the titty figures.
Specifically the titty figures.
Looks great
Yeah.
though.
It does.
yeah,
Amazing color. It
Obviously, the
pops.
craftsmanship is
It's fun.
fantastic as always.
It's great.
Look at it.
He hand painted those effects. They used to be clear.
Really?
And now they pop.
Futu is disgusting. He's so good and nobody knows because he doesn't say anything. If you don't talk to him outside of chat, you don't know that he builds all this
Shit
stuff.
talks everyone in the actual main chat.
Zephyrus asks regarding the Sinanji Stein's booster tanks, does that mean you can make one 4x long?
Yes. Actually, you could make it 3 times as long without any modding. You could make it 3 times as long without any modding.
Very nice. It'd be a very obvious weak point, but still good.
All right. And next, it's last but not least from Cole, his full armor Hazel.
Cole, please paint this.
He needs to stop.
He's not done.
Stop modifying it. It's great.
Yeah, it looks good like that.
Finally fucking listened to me and did this shield. I was telling him to do this shield for like 2 weeks.
That's very similar to the wagtail shield,
That's
isn't
what it is.
It is.
It's not from the wagtail, but that's what the wagtail shield is that shield cut in half.
Cole, if you're in chat, paint it. Do it now.
Just stop.
Stop modifying it. It looks great. And it's got a weapon as well. Oh, it's magnetized. Shake for assurance.
Shake, shake, shake.
Very nice.
And then it crumbles.
Yeah.
You know what this? You know what? On the base Jabba. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of SARS build.
Oh, the Seraph?
Yeah, like a toned down Seraph.
Yeah, I can see that actually.
Yeah. See that?
But yeah, stop changing stuff. Paint it.
Yeah, seriously.
Do
Stop
justice to that boy in the background. Give him a brother.
He's always trying to add like a fucking rocket launcher or some shit. Stop it. It's enough. It's got plenty.
What is the soup machine?
The what?
The soup machine?
I don't even know what to say. What?
Anyway.
Drunk?
All right. That's it for that. Let's hope this doesn't open up into porn.
Not again.
All right. We're back.
Man, that was tense. Could have been Ham's face.
Porn in and of itself, baby. I mean, look at Kirby. He's porn.
Yeah, he's loving it.
He loves that food.
He's having a great time.
Some food too.
All right, so it is time for Q&A.
Wait,
This
should
is
we talk
where
about
you send in questions, be they stupid, useless, or ridiculous, and we are forced to answer them because we don't have a choice.
I honestly think we don't get enough of this.
So in chat, in the chat, just ask questions, please. If you've got nobody cares about the purged armor form. You're never going to use it. Nobody cares. It's about the full armor. It's a full armor. I don't care about the Alex outside of the armor. Leave it in.
You know what? You don't even get armor purge now because you're never going to take it out of the armor. Ever.
So starting off, Zephyr asks, Neon, how do you keep your skin so milky white? We have already answered this in at the start, and it is through bathing in pea wet. Next question.
Satio, for Christmas morning, we got 2 Jagans, the Cancer, the Death Beast, and that weird fedora thing.
I believe it's spelled the Des Fist. Let me have a look. DESPHYS.
Did we
Yeah,
have
it
a
is.
nice weekend?
So, once again, that's DESPHYS for the Fedora boy.
Oh my
god, I think I've just seen its official colors.
I got to play a lot of Apex Legends with my friends.
Legends?
I got to work on a commission.
I'm building those dragons. Let's move on.
I think we're laughing about 3 different things.
Blaz asks, did you have a nice weekend? I had a great weekend. On Saturday, I did some Gunpla. I started priming my GNX. And then today, I played some golf.
I don't know. I've been here all day, so I guess it's been okay.
I've had a good weekend. I mean, I was at work almost all day yesterday. I was worked from like 9 to almost 8 yesterday. And then I saw my mom because she's up from Maryland. So I went to go visit her. And then today I just did a little bit of Gunpla. Felt the G's on my aching back. And I'm now doing this podcast. So yeah, that's my weekend. That's the whole weekend for me.
Ham, why do you hate fun?
Because
He's plenty of fun. He gave me all his hair.
usually, you guys' definition of fun is stupid. So that's usually why I hate fun. Is because you like the worst shit. Like, you want to put sleeves on everything. Why? Why would you put on? I'm trying to take them away from the things that they're already on.
I'm gonna build an SDC room with sleeves and send it to Ham.
Okay,
But
that's
Ham,
no problem.
more DACA. It's the
That's-
building inspiration that's crossing the
Whoa.
nation.
Oh, Met
Do not say that.
asked, how many customs do you finish a year?
I finish one, and it only just keeps me alive.
Half a custom in a year.
It depends on the year. Last year was 4. This year, right now, just because I happen to have a lot of ideas, is looking like 7 or 8 so far.
Yeah, it depends for me too. Like last year, I finished 6, I think. And now this year, it's looking like maybe 3 or 4. So it just depends.
Zephyr asks, what's your opinion on real cloth on Gunpla? I am strongly against it, aside from the certain fabrics that do work. I think burlap might be one of them.
Rayon kind of works.
But
Yeah,
my general consensus is if it's like a cotton or silk, no.
You can tell.
It has to be really tasteful. It has to be really tastefully done for me to be like, oh, cloth. Oh, it looks okay. You know.
I don't like cloth anyway on suits.
No, me neither. The only exception to this, of course, is Cans, GM Aviator.
Oh yeah,
The leather jacket.
Jacket on.
If you weren't aware, he sewed a leather jacket onto a gym command.
It's the best thing ever. It's the best. I love it. We missed a question from Nick. He said, since we're talking about BFS, what is your favorite moment since you've joined and your worst moment since you've joined?
Man, there are so many favorite moments.
There's so many
that,
worst.
Someone in chat earlier asked if Neon was going to tell the jumping the hill doffer over the canyon.
Oh, well, that is the best story. That's the best.
I think we've already told this story, so we'll pass for now. We'll save that for another time.
We've told it. Best BFS moment? I don't know.
When we moved to Discord.
Best BFS moment was getting better at building. Worst BFS moment was being shit at building.
Yeah, I guess it's a good generalization.
For me, best was probably the end of the limiter arc, because I was so happy with how it went.
That was such a good RP arc.
Worst would be managing the break, like the big breakup, which we'll elaborate on some other time. But that was pretty awful. Moving on.
Right.
I would say my best moment was just moving over to Discord, and then the worst was inciting the breakup.
Yikes.
Those were dark times, let me tell you.
Yeah, they were dark because I had to manage it.
Darkness.
Anyway,
we're in a better place now, though.
Jet says, I've got a question. To expand on what I asked about bootlegs, what quantifies, that means to put in numerical terms, what qualifies a majority of a suit? Are we limited to using bootleg parts as detail, or can we swap limbs with them? This is one that you have to use a bit of common sense with, I'd say. In my mind, the most important thing is, and this applies with things like using Kotobukiya kits, wave kits, other stuff like that, is that the base has to be a retail Bandai suit. So if you want to borrow some parts from a bootleg kit, I think that's fine personally. You guys might have a different opinion on it. But I would say the core of the suit needs to be retail and a real one.
I actually accidentally bought 2 bootleg kits. The first one was a Thrown Irons that I found on a Chinese site. And the thing is with a lot of those is that they don't show that they're bootlegs. They'll show you like the Bandai box art.
And this, I also got scammed into buying a Master Grade XS for retail price.
Yeah,
and it was a Daban one.
I actually got a Thrown Irons for retail price. and all the runners and parts were completely bent. I could barely salvage anything out of it. I ended up just throwing most of it out.
Also, I think one of the biggest things for me, I always try to establish the difference between bootleg and third party.
Third party, yeah.
For me, bootleg means a kit from Bandai, like a good kit. I'm not talking like a no grade whatever from 1988. I'm talking like a quality kit exists and you're using a kit from a different person for no other reason than it was cheaper.
Like Sinanju has a bootleg, a straight up.
Right. And if you're
Silver
using
Bullet has a bootleg for some reason. A
Does it
lot of
really?
the yeah, it does. A lot. For some reason, the Unicorn line, the high grade line, is massively bootleg. Like there's a Bryson.
The Master Grades have a lot of bootlegs too.
They're all called Mobile Fighter, which makes me laugh.
And right. And Ross was asking about Chewy Zamel, and that was my point about third party. For me, a third party suit means this shit does not exist otherwise. Without that kit, there's nothing. So for me, that's always fair game because it's like, whatever. You couldn't do anything without that kit. So until something comes out, which even then, honestly, if something did come out, I wouldn't be like, oh, fuck you. You can't use that third party kit anymore. I'd be like, whatever. Like Neon and his Cassie. I wouldn't be like, oh, once the official one comes out, I won't be like, oh, fuck you. You gotta go buy
Better not be, because I love that kit.
You gotta go buy the Bandai one.
Those MC model kits are amazing. If this is to chat, if you guys see the MC model line, buy them. They are brilliant. The Xi, the Penelope, the new heavy weapon system, ground type, and the Cubelays are all fantastic. They're so well engineered for a non-official kit.
I want to get the ground type news because they look cool.
They're really rare these days.
But that's kind of how it goes. Is like you just use discretion and use common sense in the sense that don't have what's a good example?
A lot of people think that third part bootleg also means third party. Like they're interchangeable to a lot of people.
I think there is a bit of a distinction because third party, what we use it for, isn't actually the right term. So third party means officially licensed by Bandai,
right?
But someone else is doing. But the only things that actually categorize as that is one-day licenses, which is resin kits from like Wave, Koto, and a few others. And those are so expensive and rare that we're never, ever going to have a chance to use those.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, so, you know, just use some common sense. Like, don't show up with like a frame arms kit with 2 Barbatos arms on it and expect it to make it into the system, you know?
You'd have to do a lot of modifying to do that. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, well, it won't mount much. Just can't use it. Mostly frame mount.
I mean, shoot, we had somebody a while back, like late last year, he did a Gurns back, and he was like, oh, well, it's a Bandai kit, but we're like, it's not Gundam. If it's a Bandai kit, yeah, but we're not Bandai related. We're Gundam related, you know.
Bandai fight system,
right? So regardless of it being a Bandai kit, it's like, all right, well, listen, it's got to be Gundam. But that's why, like, no, go ahead.
So I think if that's the case, if you put enough work into it, if it is like an official non Gundam product, I feel like if you put enough work in to make it a Gundam product, we'd probably let it slide, especially if it's done well. Right. Like if you took one of those Full Metal Panic kits and Gundam-fied it, we'd probably be
I have an example. If Jin wanted to run his little GM Saku guy, that
absolutely
is
fine.
Almost 100% scratch build.
Yeah, they're 100%. Yeah.
That said, I can't see anyone aside from Sword or Jin doing full scratch builds.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah. That is like a Jin only kind of thing.
That's a lot of effort for no real reward.
Well, the reward is a Saku. Anyway, let's move on because we're behind on these questions.
Met asks.
Hang on, we've got one before that. Futi says, Neon, how come this Nintendo Direct sucks?
Because Reggie's gone.
Yeah. Next says...
Met asks, since we've gotten news that they're going to be reprinting a lot of P Bandai stuff, do you guys have any plans on buying them? I'll start, I guess.
Probably.
Some older ones that I just haven't been able to really find. The HG Ares Grays is just a simple one that I want to buy and build and put a matte coat on. I don't have that one. I was like, and you know, I want things for dumb reasons. It's got fucking Coral's face on it, being like an angry white person.
Yeah, he looks really grumpy.
I want it. And then I want the 1/100 Galio Schwalbe Grays.
Yeah, there's no other way to get that lance aside from that set, is there?
That's the only way that lance is in 1/100.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh, Neon's dead.
All right. Ham, the question was, what Bandai stuff do you plan on buying with the reprints?
The only thing coming out soon is the Woundwort.
Yeah, I got the Woundwort. I also got the high mobility prototype, high mobility Zaku thing coming.
Eli, the Woundwort and the Woundwort, the Frududu, and the Advanced Hazel. Those are all the three that I'm getting because it was, especially with the Frududu and the Hazel, it was a no-brainer. I can use the Hazel for whatever, and then I get the joints with it, so I can do a custom with the Woundwort later on if I want to, and I don't have to put in all the effort that I don't feel like putting in. And then decals. You don't understand. I bought it mostly for the decals because I was like, ooh, nice TTT decals. All right, bet. You got me. So yeah, that's pretty much the main reason. Let's see.
That might be the last one we got.
No, let's see. Futu also said, when will you guys stop kicking around Bandai designers?
When they stop being bad.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much the reason. Let's see. I just feel like I just missed something. What? Oh, Ross asked what's the most expensive kit you guys have? I think for me, either the Psycho Gundam or the G-Self Assault Pack.
I fucked up and bought a Hildol for about $100 almost.
I'm a liar. Most expensive kit because I forgot I owned it. You saying that reminded me. The full armor Thunderbolt Verkat.
You have one of those?
Yes, I do.
My most expensive ones, I have the P Bandai, the Exia with the LEDs, the new one. I bought the titanium finish Banshee Master Grade like when it first came out, and that was like $150. I bought this thing right here. That's $150. I think those are probably I mean the perfect grade is the easy answer.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
The Area Hod P Bandai Grays set.
Oh, okay.
That's like $100, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
I split that with Neon though.
Zephyr Vice asks who wishes Bandai would stop making dumb waifus, and no one does. Everyone wants.
No one. Yeah. Why do you hate fun? You have permission to leave the chat.
Guess what's selling money for Bandai? The waifus.
Those waifus are making a lot of money for Bandai.
You accept the waifus so that they can also make the things you like.
Let's see.
Just like with P Bandai, don't buy it.
Cole asks, "Why haven't I built it yet?" I technically have built it, but I stopped building it because I didn't like it. So
chat asks, "Is that a joint?"
Is this
Smoke it live. These kids have never seen a joint.
That's right.
Someone,
vape guys.
Vape dad.
But yeah, it's sitting in a house upstate, and I probably will never finish it. Ever. Never ever.
Yeah, I don't know. Master grades are not that
They're
much
not my thing. They're just not my thing. I realized it very soon after starting to build it. I was like, oh, I don't like this.
I'm the opposite from you guys. If it's available in 1/100, I do it.
Nah.
especially with customs. You half jokingly said, "Oh, it's easier to build 1/100 custom," but that's true. That's actually true.
It is, but it's true.
It is. That's why during that contest we gave Sly shit for that because he cheated and did 1/100ths instead of 1/144th scale.
I don't think anyone should get docked anything for building in 1/100 if they have the
Sly
choice.
should.
Okay, fine.
Sly
should. No one else should.
Everyone should.
Welcome back, Neon.
Come back.
What's your most expensive kit?
What's my most expensive kit? Some of my rare resin kits have been very expensive.
Oh yeah.
So let me think.
The actual kit though is probably your Deep Striker, huh?
Yeah, definitely the Deep Striker. That 1 to 144. In fact, no, it was. I was going to say it tied between the Penelope and the Deep Striker. But yeah, the Deep Striker was, I think, about £70 with postage, so not even that expensive in the big scheme of things.
Cost of a credit card.
I was going to say the Penelope was only expensive because
the Penelope cost me. The Penelope cost me a lot more in dignity.
It was like 2 a.m. and Neon came in like, I found it. And then like an hour later, I gotta cancel my credit card.
But why would you set up like a scam website for a knockoff Penelope?
It was just for you. Britain is a much more intimate place, and they specialize their scam websites to the person.
I was being honey trapped by the Penelope. Yeah, aside from that, though, I think probably my 1 to 220 Zeku's Y resin, that was kind of pricey. I was a pricey boy. I found out that's a B Club kit, actually.
Oh, really?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Oh.
It was lost. Apparently, like, there's one trace of it, and it's on a Japanese website, and there's no other information about it. So it's a very rare boy.
Well, if you don't want to build it, you can always sell it.
Exactly.
Any
other questions we had?
Let's see.
I didn't mention about the P Bandai kits, did I?
No.
Stuff that had come out that I didn't get. I would like a Reboot eventually. I think the Reboot is a really nice.
I have a Reboot
redesign.
Reboot. It's just the same as the old one, except red.
No, it's not. It's been completely redesigned. It's got a sharp sort of Sinanju head.
It's completely different. It's vastly different from the regular Bawuru.
It's like dragging an 80s design up into like 2008. It's interesting.
High grade, right?
Let me think.
Yeah, the high grade. Yeah,
I got that. I mean, build wise, it's the same, but like,
yeah, it's an old one.
It's got some interesting parts to it, though. That's for sure.
Another one I would like, actually, that I did miss out on the first time round, Ewak Jegan, or EWAC Jegan.
Ewak, boy.
Jegan.
Yeah,
you know the one with the really big head?
Yeah, the big square head.
He's nice. I really like Ewak suits. I'm furious that there isn't a kit for the Ewak Nero, which is one of my favourite Sentinel designs.
Did you do that on purpose?
What? What am I doing on purpose?
What?
Nero.
Oh.
Gotta let it out.
Oh, man. We've been pretty good.
No.
Let me see.
Last question. Last question from Nick. What is your favorite BFS match, and who would you not want to fight in the first round of the tournament? For me, favorite BFS match. I'm trying to think. Probably the first time I ever used Core Fighter on somebody. And
I watched that one.
And I lost because I was missing rolls. And I was like, well, I know how I'm going to fucking finish this. And it blew me up. And he was like, yeah, I got a kill. I was like, no, you didn't. And then I played my theme song I played my theme song and then left. I left the field. I quickly was gone out of the field. That is probably my favorite match, just because he's just like, what? I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Do you remember when? Do you remember when we redesigned it so that if you left, the other person just didn't get a kill?
Yeah, that's why I did it.
You didn't win.
And honestly, I don't care who I fight in the first round. It's the same shit one way or another. I haven't fought everybody in the tournament, but I've fought the people that I would be scared of. I fought multiple times before. It's not like, for me, it's like, whatever, I'll fight whoever in the first round. If we fight somebody crazy in the first round, we fight somebody crazy in the first round. That's just how that'll go, you know?
I think I want to not fight people in the first round that I fight on a regular basis. So I don't want to fight Cole. I don't want to fight Hero. I don't want to fight Chewy, you know?
I want to fight.
I had a really good battle with Chewy during the Ground War last year, where he had almost beaten me. He had taken out my main suit, and I believe it was with my other suit because we were doing a 2v2. And with my grunt suit, I came back and I killed his Hildolf, and then I killed his grunt suit with counters, all with counters. I just kept rolling those counters, and it was amazing.
Do you remember when, back in old system, after your opponent attacked, there was a choice to do 4 different counter actions?
Oh,
You could
counter.
You could dodge.
You could move, or you could defend,
or you could counter at the
So every single turn took about 10 minutes.
Yeah, just to decide what you were going to do. I think that's also the reason why we got rid of dice rolls on damage and we just do flat damage now.
Yeah, because it's just too much. It like once you start getting to that, the thing is too, as somebody who, God, it's been 2 years, I guess, but as somebody who like 2 years ago was very new to D&D, and I had always said in chat, like, man, I don't want to be like D&D. I feel like that'll be too complicated. D&D is not complicated, but for the public, it is way too complicated.
I find it impenetrable. I've tried so many times to learn how it works, and I just cannot grasp it.
It's not the hardest, but it is not easy enough for people to just pick up and go.
Yeah,
right.
I think the thing is, it's one of those things where you need someone to be like, okay, I'm an expert at this game, or I'm not an expert, but I've played a match. Here's how it works. Because when I was doing the when I was trying to do the IBO player versus enemy thing, I had sat down to a very, very old D&D thing called, I think I've got it saved here. I think it was called like Swords and Sorcery or something, and it was like a really old, like incredibly basic D&D match. And it was like a really simple set of rules, and I was going to sort of break that apart and reuse it for IBO. And I was like, and I got to the end of like the 10th page, and I was like, right, but when does the turn end? How does that work?
Yeah.
How do I walk forward? I don't get it.
Yeah. And that's why it's not. Yeah, that's why the system has to not be complicated, because it is just stuff that you could learn, but is way too complicated for you to learn. Because if you do, it's just gonna clog shit up. Yeah. And Sato said, "Is my moral support not enough?" I didn't say anything about your support. I said I'm not worried about fighting anybody. That means, by definition, you're helping because I'm not worried about fighting anybody else. We'll be fine.
The thing that I'm worried about is that the fact that my partner Cole is 12 hours in the future from me and is only on when it's midnight here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't realize that until we decided to be partners.
Luckily, me and Sword are currently based in the EU, so we'll hopefully be sharing times. Oh, what travesty. Anyway,
this is going to be a lot better than the first tournament, I think.
Blaz says, what kit? Oh, this is a good question, actually. What kit does have a single piece or part you'd like to have and use but never got to buy because it's for a single part?
I don't know because I'm the exact kind of
Yeah,
person
you would just buy
Yeah,
it.
that buys a kit
the one part.
for one. Remember, the reason I had 2 Angelo Zulus for about 4 years was because I said, I could use the top part of that gun to make the Zeta Plus C1. That's why I bought it. I bought it specifically for that.
And then
What else?
and then you finished it.
I finished it, and then Bandai put it out the day after. I finished it. It turned out really nicely. The green was like beautiful. It was really good. I was really happy with it. And then Bandai was like, "Fuck you. Don't do that anymore."
That's when you learned.
That's what I learned. Don't cross Daddy Bandai because he'll strike you.
This is the lesson. You should have learned the important lesson: never try.
Yeah, just stop trying. It'll come out as a kid eventually. Don't worry about it. Just gotta wait.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, like that was like I'm like the fucking textbook example of I will buy whatever the fuck I want. If I need the part, I'm buying it. I don't care. Is it P Bandai? Whatever. Is it the fucking $60 Psycho Gundam? Fuck it. I'll buy it.
Did you have multiple Psycho Gundams at one point?
Just one.
Just one.
Just
I have
one.
the rest of one of his.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I only took the arm, so I gave Hiro everything else.
Pretty much because I just wanted the head, but he just wouldn't let me leave without the rest of it.
Yeah, I literally told him because he was like, "Oh, I'll just take the." I was like, "No, if you're taking the head, you have to take the whole thing. You have to take everything."
I don't understand Fudo's question.
For me, I think I have a very annoying thing where I have like if it's a kit that has parts that I really like, I don't want to take it apart just in case I paint it up. So I would really like a dupe of the Dra C's shoulders. So I love those.
I have a problem where, like, if I like a kit, I'll buy like 5 of it and then not ever get around to that custom.
Oh, also, I would like the Narrative Gundam's B pack.
Do you want it salmon fillets?
No, I don't. I'm stopping the stream, guys. This is a no CPAC zone. I hate CPAC so much. It's the worst, like, laziest design that I have ever seen. First of all, Narrative Gundam is a Kondo design that they stole, and then they slapped Unicorn's awful sushi stuff all over the body, so I bet it smells really bad, and it's just like this freakish mess of, like, red plastic. It's so bad. Right, that's my rant over.
So I have the inverse problem where I'll buy expensive equipment to scratch build the part that I want. So, like, I bought the Cricket for like $150 and I don't use it. Maybe 3 times. I'm trying to get rid of it still after like 2 years of having it. I'm considering buying a 3D resin printer.
Don't do that. Don't. Because you're going to buy it and then not use it.
Yeah.
You've been considering it since last year, which means you probably shouldn't go through with it.
Well, I still haven't got my tax returns yet. That's what I was going to buy it with, but I don't know. Maybe. I was talking to Sword about it.
How much is that Cricket?
The Cricket was $150. The resin
I mean, how much are you selling it for?
Oh, like 100, 120.
We're running high on time, so let's dash through a few more, unless anyone else has got a good one. Zephyrus, since the perfect Zeong's legs are so stinky, what Moogle suit legs would you give it? Jagdoga or Gyaradoga?
Sazabi.
What was the name of the suit with the really long legs that we all hated?
Oh, no.
The Carmelo?
Yeah, give it Carmelo's legs.
Why does that sound like a coffee brand?
Because it probably is.
It's a chocolate brand, I know that.
Yeah.
It's a basketball player.
That too.
Basketball player.
Basketball.
All right. We're pretty much near the end, which means it's time for Neon story time.
Before that, I've just realized, is the Carmelo named after Anthony Carmelo because he's a basketball player?
That's a possibility.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Possibility.
Especially with those legs.
Maybe that's what he uses them for.
To shoot
Space basketball?
To shoot the hoops. Did we have any more questions?
How come you
No.
guys let Neon hide all the C-packs that he owns?
No, we can't force him to show it to us.
I hate CPAC so much. So, I think we'll move on to our next segment, shall we?
Everyone dim the lights.
Dim the lights. Hang on, guys.
Boy.
A cat seems to have started screaming in anticipation.
Yeah, that was. What's up, buddy? You coming in for story time?
I'd like to do a little bit of a story time with you guys. So grab a hot drink like I have. I've got my tea here. This is a reading of something quite special. I found it on our Gundam just after IBO ended. So it was in the comment section. And this guy had left this really weird comment, and it was something about Atra being pregnant. So I clicked on his user, and it was full of some of the most bizarre stuff I've ever read. So this is the crown jewel. I'll start off here. I can picture Mika as a very old man, still a pilot, yelling at his grandson to plug him into Barbatos Super Saiyan Blue as the first battle in 20 years takes place. Then, the shocked looks on the faces of the latest generation of Tekkadan learn why Mika is still an active member of Tekkadan's Assault Corps. Mika saying, as he launched, "Man, the high G's feel great on my aching back," before yelling, "Get off my lawn, you young whippersnappers." As he smashed through a brand new top-of-the-line mobile suit with Barbatos's Master Roshi-like walking stick. Then Mika, grandson, says after witnessing the old man take out 5 mobile suits in 30 seconds, the old man is that much a badass, in shock. Omake Mika grimaces as Atra screams as a contraction hits. Unfortunately, he's holding on to his left hand, and she can feel each of the broken bones grind together as she is holding his left hand. In the next bed over, Orga gives a small groan of pain as Kudelia broke the last bone in his hand as a wail comes from the next room, followed by a long and colourfully created insult stream from the moth of Meribit Kasapa. The scream came from the old man as the first bone in his hand is broken by his wife. However, in the same room, the high-pitched scream of a 5-year-old girl comes out of Akihiro's mouth as his wife grinds the shattered bones of his forearm. The waiting room was quite a sight to behold as the entirety of Tekkadan was packed within the small room. Ride was glad that, and he and Giulietta were taking their relationship slow. 30 hours later, the numerous screams of 4 baby girls ring across the hospital as the members of Tekkadan proudly look at the 4 princesses of Tekkadan. They all vow that any man who break these girls' hearts would never be found again. They go visit the 4 healing chambers which house the 4 new fathers. They would be out of the regeneration chamber in a week. However, they all had smile on their faces. And that's the end.
Oh my god. Oh. Every time.
The thing is, there's more to it, and I can't find it.
Oh. Oh wow. It's just as good as I remember. It's just as good as I remember.
Right, that's story time over, guys.
All right, and with story time over, we're pretty much
never to return.
We're pretty much at the end. So the last thing to talk about are one of which happened today. We officially have moved into version 1.7 of BFS. So that's with quite a few updates. That's with the new frame changes, new classes, the new class Sentinel, a bunch of new fixes and all that kind of stuff. The new weapon grenade launcher, that's a cool new weapon. You should check that out. It's actually a really cool way to make grenades a little different if you have that kind of device available. And just a bunch of stuff like that. It's a good update. And in regards to the next thing, which is the tournament, BFS's Gemini Cup being put on by Chewy. If you plan on participating, which I hope you are, I would really like as many people as we can get participating. It's a 2v2 tournament, so it's a team tournament. So you have to find yourself a partner, and once you find yourself a partner, you go in, and the two of you will fail or thrive as you will for however long you end up being in there. And if you're planning on participating, check out 1.7 because there's a lot of changes, especially if you haven't played in a long time. If you've been playing the last few weeks, it's not going to feel like a whole new game to you. You'll be fine.
But if you haven't played since like 1.6,
huh?
If you haven't played since like 1.6, it's going to feel like a massively different
game. Right. If you haven't played if you've been playing since 1.65 to now, you'll be okay. But 1.6 to now, even, and that doesn't seem like it's that long, but it's almost a year or just about a year. You gotta brush up because it's a lot different. But yeah, I hope as many people show up as possible. I think right now we have, I want to say 8 or 9 teams, something like that, 8 or 9 teams. And I would just hope that, I hope everybody shows up just to, be there and like participate. There will be prizes for both the winning participants. And Chewy has a secret little thing, which if you know what it is, and I'm going to tell him not to say it. So if you know what it is in chat, don't say it because I think we should keep that secret for the end of the tournament. I think it'll be more fun. It'll be more fun that way if that's like a secret until the end.
It's great though.
Yeah.
It's a really good idea. It's a great idea. It's a perfect way to end that tournament for however it ends up going. Zephyr said, I'd play if I could get a custom. Honestly, play anyway. We have rentals that you're allowed to use at 0 detail. If you don't want to use just a stock suit, use a stock suit. You also have...
We should just clarify by stock suit, we mean out of the box. You've built it at home. No modding, but you want to enter it. Fine. Enter a Rosen Zulu, enter a RX-78, enter whatever you want.
You also still have a whole month. So if you think that you have a whip or something that you can get done in a month, which you can, a month is a long time, is plenty of time to get something done. You have plenty of options for getting something done by the time the tournament happens. So if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But I hope that for the people in chat that aren't participating, think about it. It's going to be fun. The last tournament was a lot of fun. The last tournament was fun, and it was a little bit more slapdash. This one is definitely a lot more planned out. It feels a lot more solid than it did last time. And honestly, I think this one's going to be a lot more fun because 2v2s are a lot more fun than 1v1s, personally. So if that interests you, head over to chat. It's in the announcements channel. If you're not already in chat, because I know I see a few names that I'm not familiar with, so I'm not sure that everybody is in chat. Come join the Discord because that's where we are. The sub always looks dead because we don't do anything on the sub. There's nothing to really be done on the sub. Come join Discord because that's where everything happens.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, that's it, guys.
Please enjoy 1.7. Please, yeah. We did a lot.
Yeah, please get excited. I didn't do a lot. I sat here.
Neon refused to push out 1.7.
Oh, it's unremarkable. Okay, that's why I didn't recognize the name. Gotcha. But yeah, like 1.7 was a lot of work. We did a lot of good stuff. Shout outs to Sato for combing the book for any issues that need to get fixed. Her doing that was definitely a help for cleaning up a few things, just like little wording things, just things that weren't completely like laid out, like things that could be left for up in the air. But we did a lot. We did quite a bit to get 1.7 ready to go. And now the tournament should be a lot more interesting because of it. So yeah, that's it. That's all for this episode, guys. Thank you for joining. I'm glad you sticked around. Sticked around. I'm glad you stuck around for
Remember,
3 hours.
kids, if you're gonna stick around, use protection.
Yeah, there you go.
Ending on a high.
Ending on a high note. And that's it for us. This was the Gunpla Test Team signing off.